What's up, guys? Good morning. Good morning. We are here today. It is Tuesday. Hopefully, you guys are doing good today, guys. Hold on, wait. We got an echo. My latency is on point, though, dude. I start talking, I hear the echo immediately. What's up, guys? Good morning. Good morning. Nasdaq is slightly green on the day. Slightly green. Let's take a look. Messing things up here. Look, here's the Nasdaq, slightly green. Previous close 30,522. Nasdaq is slightly above that. One of the things that I saw this morning is that oil started to dip a little bit more today. Oil is down again to 90.95s. It's Taco Tuesday. Maybe so, guys. Maybe so. We'll see. Anthropic is now filing for an IPO. So Anthropic confidentially submitted a draft S1 to the SEC on June 1st, yesterday, the same day. Anthropic confirmed the filing in their own news announcement. They said today Anthropic PBC confidentially submitted a draft registration statement on Form S1 to the US SEC for a proposed IPO of our common stock. Now remember, Anthropic makes Claude, and so that happened, and this is after we had SpaceX earlier, OpenAI, talk about doing an IPO this year, and so Anthropic is kind of joining that mix of IPOs this year. Bitcoin is under 70,000, so Bitcoin has slipped under 70K for the first time in nearly 2 months. Let me pull up Bitcoin's chart here. But good morning. It is Tuesday. Let's get into the markets here. Yeah, Bitcoin is at 69.3s. Look at Bitcoin right here. So Bitcoin has people nervous this morning. There's Bitcoin right here, down again. We actually had a little bit of a pullback even in tech and AI, which has been rare lately. We've had some crazy moves. Dell is still up. One of the stocks that's running really recently though is MU. Look at MU. It's back up to 1044s right now. 1044s for MU, so it is moving. Good morning, Ava, Doc, Womble, Checkerboard, Keegan, Mikey, Surprise Lightning, Rico, Martin, Brian, Rambling, Tony, Deckers, Jay, Big Slum, John, Madness, D, Sarge, Diane, MF, PB, my dad's account, DJ, Zero, Dragos, J, Les, Lee, MF, I don't know if I said MF already, Killing Frenzy, Lee, Raga, JS, Gamer, Nick, Shuckle, F. What's up, guys? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I don't know where Brit's at today. I haven't heard from Brit, But yeah, it's a beautiful day, guys. It's a beautiful day. MU is pushing up a little bit. I don't see any news. We also had oil kind of dip down here, so we can see kind of oil dipping down to like $90 a share today. So oil was actually down a little bit. We had a couple different things. We posted our morning news brief in our Discord this morning, just kind of talking about everything. But Trump told ABC News yesterday he expects an agreement with Iran to extend the ceasefire and reopen the strait over the next week. He said, quote, a peace agreement with Iran could be better than a military victory, end quote. He also said Israel and Hezbollah have agreed to stop shooting. He reported that he had a call with Netanyahu Monday over the escalation over there and that no U.S. troops were going to Beirut. But Iran's response has been mixed, and so there's still some real risks here regarding everything. Iran's final text said they're still being discussed in Tehran regarding the deal. No response sent yet, according to the mayor. Iran's parliament speaker Ghalibaf said, quote, talks will halt if Israeli actions persist. A senior official told state TV there that renewed war with the U.S. is inevitable. And the IRGC reported targeting a U.S.-owned commercial vessel with a cruise missile, which was escalation. IRGC said 24 ships have passed through the strait in 24 hours. But again, oil's down pretty big. Brent's down. CL futures are down. WTI at 90s right now, at almost 91s, but down still. US futures are slightly green on the day. I think slightly green. NQ slightly over the previous closing price S&P 500 here slightly below. So kind of mixed, but the NASDAQ is slightly green. The S&P 500 is slightly red. Bonds, if we take a look at yields this morning, guys, yields are down. So maybe some dovishness getting baked into yields here. Here's the 10-year Treasury yield. It is down on the day. It's at 4.43 right now. You can see it mostly dropped yesterday. Mostly towards the end of the day, we saw yields come down, probably on the president's words, and then we are down slightly this morning if we take a look at yields. If we look at 2-year treasuries, you can see 2 yields are almost under 4%, right around 4%, but they are down as well. You can kind of see a similar trend in 2-year treasury yields. They are down from 4.07 to 4.01% today. We still have Dell stock, which is still up pretty significantly on everything going on. Look at Dell. MU has been bouncing back really close to the all-time high still on MU. We're at 1040s, 1046, right, just under 1047. It's the all-time high on MU. AMD is still sitting over 500 here with all-time highs at around 520s. You can kind of take a look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA back up to 224. Still looks pretty strong here. 227s actually. This candle hit 235s this morning. So NVIDIA is gapping up a little bit as well. And today we have the Jolts job report. We got Jolts job report going live at 10 a.m. today. This shows hirings and quits basically for Jolts. And it will be an interesting report. We're getting some news just now that Iran is yet to respond to the U.S. proposal, still reviewing the draft memorandum of understanding, says a source close to the negotiating team. And Barclays says the AI-driven stock rally is becoming increasingly vulnerable as investors' euphoria, crowded positioning, and interest rates risks build. Earnings and AI optimism are still pretty strong, though, and continue to support markets. The bank warns near-term pullback is more likely, though, with downside protection now relatively cheap. I don't know if I agree with Barclays here. What's up, BIY? HPE did have good earnings. We saw that yesterday. HPE gapped up really nicely here. Hewlett-Packard, they went all the way up to 65.50 basically. They're at 58s now, but they closed yesterday at about 47s. So it's still a very strong day. Sleepy today, MVK. My AI stocks are very green. Yeah, so are mine. Although I am down a little bit today in Microsoft and Oracle. So Microsoft and Oracle finally pulling back a little bit. And honestly, it's kind of a deeper pullback, weirdly, if you look at it. But it's still pretty strong. You can see the big gains that Microsoft have made. And now we're finally pulling back. We're at 447s. Oracle as well. So Oracle dipping, Microsoft dipping a little bit. Yeah, I mean, we've heard it over and over again. And so who knows if it's actually going to, who knows if it's going to mean anything, Shuckle or MVK, We'll see, but who knows? Red or green day today. Jolts report goes live at 10 o'clock. So we do have the Jolts report going live at 10 a.m. And we'll see. Marvell. Yeah, I heard about Marvell. They're probably loving life in this thing too here. Wait, I missed the V. There we go. Look at Marvell jumping up as well. 268s, 270s this morning for Marvell. Hey, John, do we have a deal news today? Not really. I mean, we don't really have any news deal. Trump said yesterday that he thinks we'd get one over the next week. Really a deal to get another deal, like a ceasefire deal. Hey, what's up, G-Man? What's up, Pew? What's up, Matthew? Yo, what's the news today? News today is we have Microsoft pulling back. We have Oracle pulling back. We've got Trump saying a deal's in the works over the next week again. Oil is down on the day. So you can see oil's at 91s, although it's been bouncing back some over the last few hours, but it's still pretty net down on the day. It closed at around 92.50. It's at 91s right now. So oil down. NASDAQ is slightly green. S&P is slightly red. Part of this, again, is Microsoft, Oracle pulling back pretty big. Amazon's dipping down a little bit too here. And we have Jolts. Iran should not be given the final say on Lebanon, according to Al Hadath, reporting, citing a Western diplomatic source. The deal that keeps on dealing. Yeah, I guess so here. I guess so. It's the deal that keeps on dealing. Red or green day, guys? Red or green day? What do you guys think? Should I do a poll? Hey, what's up, Universal? What's a better option for the poll, chat? Give me some options for the poll. What should I ask today? Poll me. Give me some options for it. Red? I thought Google was making enough. There was AI. Green, green, red. Red day. Depends. Yeah, we'll see. Again, the Jolts report goes live at 10 a.m. today. Up or down? Yeah, it's kind of red or green. Red. I need a red day, but I do not know if it will be red. Yeah. It's an interesting week. Like, if we zoom out on the NASDAQ here, right? Like, if we zoom out on the NASDAQ, I think we've been sideways for a few days now. And I think maybe markets are waiting for the NFP report to go live. You can kind of see the NASDAQ here. I think the market might be just waiting for payrolls at the end of the week. You can kind of see we have this big sideways range. Big range, though. It's not small. And we're at all-time highs here. But this is the range that I'm seeing in markets over the last few weeks, since the week started, really. Like Monday was big range. And so I think people could argue this looks like a head and shoulders. I think people could argue this looks sideways. And I think those are fair. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Yeah, it's one of those situations where markets could be nervous ahead of payrolls. They could be nervous. Payroll report this week drops Friday. The Jolts job report drops today, though. So we do get a little bit of an early jobs report. And then we have the ADP monthly report tomorrow, which is expected at about 110,000. Today's Jolts report is expected at about 6.9 million. 6.9 million. Yeah. Paper Bitcoin's dead. Yeah, Bitcoin's out. What's up, Sam? Bitcoin melting badly. MU, $1,000 open. Let's go. Yeah, MU's over 1,000. It's at like 1040 right now. What's up, Jono? Red. Give me some good options for the poll. GTA or deal first. I've done that one already. I've done GTA or deal. I need a red day, but I do not know if it'll be red. Bitcoin. Up or down. Deal or no deal. Depends. When is payrolls? Payrolls are Friday. So NFP data is Friday. So the NFP report comes out on Friday. Unemployment, payrolls, jobs. We get a little bit of a prelim look at it today and tomorrow, though. So today and tomorrow we get the Jolts report at 10 o'clock today. And we get the NFP, we get the ADP monthly report tomorrow. So we do get some data here, some data to kind of guide us. But it's hard to tell what's going to happen. It really is. Like, we'll see. We'll see. My wife keeps calling me. Dude, mine's asleep, bro. Mine's asleep. It's 6:30 in the morning here in Texas. It's 7:30 market time, but it's 6:30 in the morning here in Texas. Oh, MUU. You're looking awake and healthy. Yeah, I slept well. I had to take some melatonin. But I slept good. Oil is down on the day. Slightly. It's kind of a flat day, but oil is down at from 92.50 to 91s. Cash Mine now calls out yesterday up to 70%. Hey, good luck, dude. Y'all hit the like button on the stream, guys. We appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, MU and SanDisk are up pretty significantly here. MU's still not really dipping down at all. SanDisk, if you look at it, hit 1800s yesterday. It's at 1760s today. Not really any big pullbacks, but we did see some pullbacks in software. Microsoft, ServiceNow, Oracle stock is down. So we'll see what we get, but we do have some pullbacks. It's just not in anything big. So the Fed's hammock is supposed to give remarks on policy speaking in mid-May today. Hammock said businesses are concerned an inflationary mindset is becoming entrenched and that policymakers must keep an open mind on the next move given uncertainty. She said rates should stay on hold for quite some time. Price pressures are worrying and higher gas prices are weighing on consumers and inflation expectations remain well anchored. Hammock was one of the 3 voting members who dissented at the Fed to its easing bias within the April statement. What's everybody trading today? Hey, well, let me know. What are you guys trading? I'm trading futures stocks is what I'm trading. But look at MU, dude. MU really is not stopping right now. MU is moving here. It's at 1050 right now, 1050. So CoreWeave. Where's CoreWeave at? CoreWeave at 130s. 130s. Gold earlier. Traded Asian session, NASDAQ long. Ahead of New York Open. What's up with Amazon? I feel like the Fed is full of morons. Nvidia will roll stock and futures. MU seems legit. Memory's just so expensive, bro. They're loving that. You know, high prices on memory. Again, I bought memory recently. Like, I bought memory like 7 months ago, and I'm sure it's way worse now. Way worse. Yeah, I had to upgrade my in-memory stack. So yeah. STM, nice increase this morning. I'm buying Teslas and S&P. Glad I bought my new desktop. Google had news after the bell. How high can MU actually go, though? Yeah, I mean, the logic of the MU pump makes sense, right? Data centers taking off, AI taking off. They're going to need memory. Supply and demand. That's good for MU. And so the logic of the memory trade makes sense. The question is just like, where does it stop? You know, at a certain point, people are getting too packed into it maybe, but I'm not shorting it. I'm not shorting it. And look at MU still at 1051s right now, 1051s. Yeah, I watched Hail Mary. It was good. I never thought I would care about an alien rock. You know, who knew? I hope my RAM lasts for the next 3 years. Google had some news after the bell. Bought $178 calls in March 27. Calls on CoreWeave. I'm chilling. Yeah, you're probably happy, huh? Who? What? Solar? I don't know what you're talking about, bro. CoreWeave may get back in on Dow. Just be careful with Dow, man. Dow's up a lot. And a lot of people are saying Dow is overextended on the upside, but it keeps moving here. You know, Dow killed it with their earnings a couple days ago. They haven't really stopped. They're still up a huge amount here. You can see the move from their earnings right here. They closed at 318s and they're now at 570s. Just wild percentage moves in AI. So we've been making some moves here in AI. SIVE. What is that? AMC's even up over the last few days here. Google's down at 360s. Yeah, Hewlett Packard did his thing for sure. Ace is making DRAM. All right, so we did get some news just now from Al Arabia that says Iran should not have the final say on Lebanon. Just kind of giving you an update there. HIMS? I got out of HIMS not that long ago. I should have held it, though. It went right back to where I was in it. I would have been flat holding from here, but still. I cut it when I was at like $18 a share, and now I'm down. What's up, CJ? Ooh. Andrew Left is an activist short seller and author, editor of the online investment newsletter Citron. Convicted of fraud. Federal jury in Los Angeles found Left defrauded other investors with insincere opinions designed to move stock prices in his favor. He earned fame and fortune by researching companies, accusing them of fraud, and betting their stock price would fall. A federal jury convicted him of fraud, securities fraud specifically, siding with prosecutors who said he used social media and his reputation as a stock savant to manipulate shares in a way that would reward his trades. Yeah. I mean, that'll do it. That'll do it. But I mean, let's just be honest here. He's kind of doing the opposite of what Warren Buffett does. Warren Buffett will be like, hey, yo, this is a great company. And then, obviously he's holding that company and the stock goes up. And so, I mean, this is kind of the opposite. So it's a little bit more, I'm not going to say malevolent, but it's a little bit worse than pumping up stocks that you're holding. But it's a similar thing still, I'm not defending him. I'm just saying that's what big money does, right? Like, this is just what big money does. So I don't know if we can get too upset, because that's just part of it. Yeah, if they're telling the truth, it's fine. You can be honest. How do you explain stocks being up so much and Bitcoin fighting for its life? I mean, Bitcoin is just a different asset, man. It's just a different asset. Bitcoin, a lot of people are going by the 4-year cycle. I don't know. It's not like I'm telling people to buy Bitcoin. I like Bitcoin, but, it is what it is. It's definitely a different thing. What's up, Femi? It's a different thing for sure. I think we have to look at it objectively and understand that Bitcoin, it's kind of like gold, right? Sometimes gold just moves counter to what people think. And Bitcoin is kind of like gold. It moves similar to gold. And that gold can move for a bunch of different reasons that are not always understood to investors. You would assume gold would be following yields, right? And in that regard, Bitcoin would be following yields. But Bitcoin's down over the last few days. And yields are down over the last few days. So they're not really following yields either. So like we're in this weird spot where, we're just in this weird spot. Western diplomatic source says America is pushing for positive developments on Lebanon. I didn't say Bitcoin was software. Oh, and it's not really software. I wouldn't describe it as software. I would, it's not software. Like, you don't download Bitcoin onto your operating system. You don't, yeah. Yeah, Bitcoin is doing what it always does every 4 years. What are you talking about? I'm talking about Andrew Left. I read an article about him getting I'm not defending him. Hey, man, I don't care. Like, look, throw him in jail, dude, honestly. Like, it's not like I'm doing what he's doing. What I'm trying to say is it's a little bit worse because he's shorting stocks and he's talking smack about companies and then shorting stocks. That's obviously bad. But big money has done this since the dawn of time. I guess what I'm trying to say is water's wet. This shit happens. Big money influences and manipulates stocks. In fact, most of the big hedge funds, like, that's what they do. Their game is doing this without getting charged, right? Like, that's their game. That's what they do. If they can influence stuff for their own benefit, they will. And that's kind of part of the game, I think, in finance. Do it where it's vague enough to where you won't get charged for it is what they try to do. I'm not telling you to do this, just to clarify. I'm just saying this is what they try to do. It's bad, guys. It's bad. Yeah, I think people might be rotating out of Bitcoin into AI stocks. Into the NASDAQ, into the S&P. The NASDAQ and the S&P have been flying over highs. We're at 30,554s right now. So Welcome to reality. That's what they do. Yeah. No, I mean, again, people hear me talk about something. They think I'm saying it's right. I'm not. I'm just explaining what happens. This is the truth. This is what happens. Look at hedge funds. This is what they do. Realistically, it's going to be really hard for hedge funds to beat the market. Like, let's just be honest here. Realistically, it's hard for hedge funds to beat the market, beat the S&P, beat the NASDAQ, beat the diversity of those indexes or indices, right? Without insider knowledge. Like, that's what they do. You want to... that's what happens. Is that if they're trying to beat the S&P and NASDAQ, they're going to take whatever edge they can, including insider stuff. Now, I think what old boy was doing was a little bit worse, for sure. You know, I think it's fine if you're pumping up companies. You're still causing people to lose money. I don't think it's fine. Let me backtrack a little bit. I think it's a little bit more understandable if you're pumping up companies. But if you're talking smack about companies, causing those companies to fail, and then profiting from the downside, that's obviously kind of like a dirtbag move, you know? It is what it is. Yeah, SpaceX, I'm curious to see. I'm worried SpaceX is going to be buy the rumor, sell the news event. Where did he say that, Stim? Maybe you're right. It's hard to keep track at this point in time. Oh, dude, I accidentally clicked something on Truth Social. Is my computer dead now? Hold on. Yeah. Where did he give the timeline? I don't see the timeline. No love and finance. That's right. This song's a little bit too quiet here. Yeah, that's how it goes. How many times have we heard that? No, I know. How many deadlines is this? A news agency is in on us on YouTube. A news agency and us on YouTube. Okay, so you're just making up stuff. I'll buy 100 shares and let it ride out of what, Alex? 100 shares of what? It will have a massive run up, a large sell off, then massive growth over time, buying long term. Yeah, I mean, I think that might be the most reasonable way to look at it, depending on how optimistic you are in space. Yeah. Depending on how optimistic you are in space, we'll see. 100 shares of SpaceX? Okay, got you. Yeah, at this point, markets are getting completely numb to any type of deal. They're breaking all-time highs on AI excitement, really. You know, memory and AI. Software rebounded. Memory stocks are still pumping up. NASDAQ, S&P are at all-time highs. And so markets are just getting baked into that dynamic. No trade today? Yeah, I mean, the news is still pretty light, which I'm not even necessarily mad about. But some big movers, like I said, HPE 59s right now, Nvidia 227s right now, Marvell 266s, Google down a little bit on some type of catalyst here. Ouch, bro. Bro, I messed my wrist up. Messed my wrist up, dude. Ugh. I don't know what I did. Probably jujitsu of some sort. Ouch, dude. Or that, or I got like, what's it called when you gotta wear the wristband thing because you type too much? Far less than 50% of the proposed data centers are being built on Earth, and people think they will get built in outer space. Hey, what's up? What's up, XEO? I'm trying the private public crossover ETF. Any prediction, coach, for what? Yeah, I saw the Google news earlier. Carpal tunnel. Yeah. I don't know if that's what I got, dude. It hurts, bro. Ouch. Damn, that hurts, bro. I don't know what this is. Like, I'm moving my hand. That feels fine. But if I go like this, I didn't get wrist locked. You think we might see some downside on the SPY? Maybe. I think we pulled back a little yesterday, but here's the SPY right here. Oh no, the SPY ended up rebounding, my bad, yesterday. And then pulled back a little bit this morning. So the S&P is down. You can see the ES futures contract here. It's down slightly on the day as well. Repetitive strain injury. Is Brit and Pakistan negotiating a deal? That's Brit right there. Everybody make him feel really, really bad. All right, I'm going to put him on the screen. Everybody make him feel really, really bad. See, I didn't even answer. He might think I'm mad. Watch. Hello, Brit. You're on stream right now.
Hello?
Hey. Hey.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're on stream right now, Brett. How could you do this to us, bro?
I don't know. Just I'm a bad person, I guess. Sorry, honestly. My mistake. I just forgot to set my alarm.
Yeah, always late, dude. The chat is, eating you up right now, bro. As they should. Right?
Oh no,
as they should.
I know. Yeah, flagellation is key to not repeating these kinds of mistakes.
How could you do this to us, bro? We sat here waiting, dude. Like, I waited by the computer. I kept checking Discord. I'm like, where's Brit at, dude? Like, Brit's not here, man. I don't know what I'm going to do, I said this morning.
You should have taken the John Cusack route and stood outside my house, in the rain with a boom box over your head.
Right, with a laptop, with a trading laptop, and just put it up,
Yeah. But yeah. Legitimately, I'm sorry, my bad.
No, you're good, dude. Breakfast is cold now, Brit. Yeah, what the heck, dude? All right.
I don't eat breakfast.
I don't really eat breakfast either. In fact, I ate one meal yesterday.
Me too.
I've been trying to get my daughter to watch the movie Contact for years. It's kind of a dad-daughter movie, kind of.
It definitely is.
I've been trying to get her to watch it for years. Every time I'm like, hey, let's watch Contact. She's like, no, I don't want to watch Contact. And I finally I forced her to watch it. I had to make a deal with her. I finally got her to watch it. And she wanted to order pizza, which for me, I'm like, pizza. But that was the only meal I ate yesterday was pizza. She loved it. Now she loved Contact. She kept talking about how good it was. It's in there for years. She cried
really hard, didn't she?
Huh?
But she cried a lot, didn't she?
She definitely cried a little bit, a couple times. She's a crier. But anyways.
I mean, there's some very touching emotional moments in that movie.
That's a good movie, bro. It's a good movie.
I know.
Years I tried to get her to watch that movie.
So what's good on the market? What's going on?
Well, oil's down. NASDAQ is up slightly. S&P 500 is down. Memory stocks are still running. Gold is green, but basically flat, really. And in most markets, what I'll say is that most markets are flat heading into the labor reports that we're getting here. Here is like a 4-hour chart. Actually, the S&P is less flat than I thought it was. But you look over the last few days, most markets really are kind of sideways here heading into the NFP data report we get on Friday. So we get the NFP data report on Friday, and we get a little prelim Jolts report today, which shows hirings and quits basically for the Jolts job opening reports. Tomorrow we get the ADP monthly report, so we do get that as well. But yeah, S&P, NASDAQ are kind of sideways. I think markets are up a lot because of memory and chip hype and all this different stuff. But realistically, a lot of people consider them extended. Here's a question, guys. Here's a question for the chat. And I want you guys to answer this with a simple yes or no. Are memory stocks overextended right now? Are they overextended? I'm assuming we're going to get a lot of yeses. But if I think we'll also get some no's as well. Are memory stocks overextended? In fact, you can answer in the chat. But I'll also ask this question. Is the memory sector overextended right now? Yes or no? I'll use that as our poll. We finally got a good poll. If you think no, explain it. If you think yes, explain it. All right, so we asked the question: no, yes, nope, no, yes, 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 no, yes, no. So mostly yeses. Like I said, I think most people are going to consider them somewhat extended just because of the crazy gains here. Here is MU, one of the bigger movements in stocks lately. And it's up a lot. It's up a lot. It's at 1040s right now. SanDisk is the other big name here. You can see SanDisk up to 1750s right now. Yes, all chips, all NASDAQ. Demand is still high. Yeah, the demand is still crazy high. And that's the thing, right? Like, I think it's arguable, for sure. Not really. Dell had amazing earnings. Yes. Yes, of course. Yes. Yes. Needs a pullback to be legit. AI nonsense destroying personal computing. Hell yes. Steve says no. SanDisk hit a 99 RSI. I don't know. Or is still low. Yes, they may keep running. PE is still low. Yes. The lizards from V took over this planet a while ago.
I think you just read the same thing I did.
I know. I'm just kind of going down the list here, bro. I've never noticed, but it sounds like you have a lisp more than you used to today. Me? You think I have a lisp? What? I feel attacked by that, bro. A lisp? Do I have a lisp, Britt? Have I not known this my whole life, dude?
Oh, dude, you have a serious lisp.
Bro, am I Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
I don't think I have. What can lisps not say?
I don't know, dude. You know, your defense is impregnable. You know, your offense is, unstoppable.
Yeah, I can say
In the
a
words of
T.
Mike Tyson.
Unstoppable. I don't have a lisp. How dare you? How dare you in chat right there?
I mean, I didn't want to tell you. I mean, I noticed it when we were about 15, but
Yeah. Has everybody just been lying to me? Or they're just like, John, we're not going to tell him. Like, it'll hurt him too much. They'll say
your whole life, it's a vast CIA conspiracy, and a lot of John. Don't let him find out he has a lisp.
No, for sure. The stream told me the other day that my hair is kind of red. My wife did too, and I've kind of, like I said, I've judged gingers for years. I don't really trust them. There's something not right.
Hair is a little red.
I know, and then now everybody's telling me I am a ginger, kind of.
No,
I don't know what
ginger.
to do.
Like, your hair is red, like kind of like mine is red. It's in the sunlight,
Yeah. Man, who knew, man? My mind's blown now. So I do see some news that loadings at Iran's Jas terminal have stepped up to a record volume. But the blockade has slowed flows at Karg Island to a trickle. With minimal flexibility to switch terminals, Iran's crude exports are collapsing, according to Energy Intel reports. Yeah, am I a ginger with a lisp? Like, now, like, I gotta reevaluate myself here.
Next thing you know, you're gonna have freckles.
I know, dude. Listen, How are folks saying yes? Here's another question: is AI gaining more demand? If your answer is yes, then you should be voting no in the stream. Here's the NASDAQ. Put the NASDAQ on the screen. I mean, when somebody says, hey, put the NASDAQ on the screen, I'm assuming we're like moving big, like something big is going on. But we're not right now. We're not. Slight lisp?
A
little bit of a lisp, bro? What? I'm genuinely concerned here. I'm like, dude, am I Mike Tyson?
You need to take a baby aspirin.
Nah, dude. I can say a T. My nose is stopped up. That's probably what you guys hear.
Did you get kicked in the nose again yesterday at jiu-jitsu?
No. I just ate a bunch of pizza and then fell asleep.
How'd you hurt
Realistically, that's what happened.
I heard that when I was first hopping on stream.
Yeah. Anyways. NASDAQ's still right here at the 200 EMA. I don't know what I want to do with this today. I lost a bunch yesterday. Kind of mad about it. I'm sorry, bro. It's not a big deal. It is a big deal. AI demanding not great, but Wall Street investing go where the money is. Ginger with a hint of a lisp. I know, man. That's how I feel.
It sounds like a Lifetime movie.
Want to mess with somebody? Yeah, I feel like I'm getting messed with. Like, really, my nose is just stopped up. I feel like that's what people hear.
You don't have a lisp.
All my life, Britt. They've been trying to keep me down, Britt.
The John London story.
There's a song about it somewhere. Anyways, let's see if the NASDAQ can hold over the previous closing price. It's starting to dip onto the 200 EMA right now. You can see it fall. I don't know what to do with this. Long or short right here, chat? It is moving a little bit, though. Look at the NASDAQ jump a little bit here. Let me look at... Yeah, so NASDAQ is starting to move a little bit. Fell under the 200 EMA. I would short, like, if we get down to 525 and then rebound back up, I'm shorting that for sure. Lisp adjacent. Yeah. John, you should go full water boy. I'm from Louisiana, dude. I could. Ugh. Ouch, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, dude. My hand. I don't know what I did to it.
Wait, what? Your hand's hurting?
Yeah.
Well, it could be all that pizza, like cholesterol.
No, this was a specific acute incident.
No.
Intel CEO says CPU demand is rising while supply is constrained. And over the past 4 weeks, multiple company CEOs have called requesting more CPUs, which he called an opportunity for Intel, adding that Intel has made significant progress in its wafer foundry business and is engaging many potential customers. So, Intel here, INTC. It's had a crazy run as well, although it's starting to pull back with software also. It's at 107s now, hit highs of 130s. So just big percentage moves for Intel here. I am going to short a bounce here right now, guys. I am going to short a bounce. Yeah, I'm going to short a little pop here. We'll see. CPI, PPI next week. X. Yeah, so CPI, PPI next week. I don't know. We are kind of getting around the point of control here. I'm thinking this might be just a choppy area. Maybe I shouldn't mess with this. Red wire. Good news for AMD as well with CPU. Intel is the GameStop of chips. Do we have any scary news today? Not really. I wouldn't say any really big scary news. Not that I see. I wanted to short. We'll see if I was wrong here. I wanted to short on the NASDAQ right here at 535s. See if I was wrong. Yeah, that's what I feel like it is. Like, I had a girlfriend one time that had carpal tunnel, and like, it always scared me. You know, like you can't use your hands when you get older or something.
That's I mean, it does hurt and things like that, but I think you might be thinking of rheumatoid arthritis, aren't you?
I don't know. Whatever it is, my hand hurts. Hopefully it's not either one of those things.
No, it's probably just the lisp.
Are we underestimating? Yeah, that's what it is for sure. Are we just underestimating AI, and is this fair value? I don't know. I think medium to short term, we might have like volatility, you know, up, down, big. We might have a crash. We might have a pullback. We might have a correction, just like the .com crash. Like, remember the .com crash, we ran up big. Greenspan said the irrational exuberance quote, and then 4 years later we had the crash. But when you look at it in hindsight, it was a very big bull run. Like, it was a big bull run. And we had a long crash from it, sure, but we ended up rebounding and continuing higher. The reason the .com crash was such a big crash here is that it led into 2008. So we had the .com crash. We started to rebound, get back close to highs, and then 2008 happened and pushed us back down. So those were two consecutive things, you know, back to back. And that's why it seemed worse than it was. It was still a very large pullback and a correction, but in hindsight, the internet was that next big thing. And it was a justified money, you know, the money spent on investing in it was justified to a certain extent for most of it. Now, some of the companies fell by the wayside. And so really with AI, I think you have to just find the bad actors. I think there's going to be some bad actors in the space, and that's normal. But I should have shorted, guys. I should have shorted.
But don't we have the in the Jolts job opening today?
Yeah, we have Jolts going live at 10 o'clock. Live at 10 o'clock. You have to get everybody on the rug before the pool. We're just getting started with AI. Here's a surgical procedure for carpal tunnel. Is this a good time to buy Google? How long are you holding, Charlotte? I'm not really going to tell anybody to buy anything, you know, but it depends on how long you're holding it. Sick from the crash seekers. You lost this generational rally. It doesn't mean we crash now. Yeah, crashes are wildly overpredicted in markets if you look at them. You know, like I've run the stream for years and years, and people have been telling me the market's going to crash for years and years. And I think some of the trolls that we even get here are mostly because they came out telling everybody the market would crash 3-4 years ago, and then we just kind of rallied into what we're in now, and now, you know, they're just kind of butthurt about it. I think that's something that we see a lot, but I should have shorted. But crashes are over predicted. And again, Greenspan said the irrational exuberance thing, like I said earlier. We didn't crash for 4 or 5 years. You know, so even if we do crash, we might rally for some time leading into it.
I said it, and then all of a sudden, 4 years later.
Right. Yeah, and 4 years is a long time in markets. Markets can do a lot in 4 years.
No, that's why I said all of a sudden first.
When did the average person start using the internet versus when did the average person start using AI? That's the difference. Well, the barrier of entry for the internet was much higher, you know, at the time. The internet was much more expensive. AI is not expensive. Not really. I mean, they charge monthly subscriptions for it, but it's not like it was, you know.
I don't know how expensive the internet was at first. I just remember using AOL.
Yeah, I mean, it's when it first came out, right, which was like 94, 95, I think, something like that. It was, computers were expensive at the time. Like, nice computers that could handle the internet were expensive. Getting it set up was expensive. You had to buy the browser.
I remember my dad, yeah, you're right. I remember my dad telling me, like, he built his own computer around that time specifically for that, and it cost him like $3,000.
Yeah, right? It was crazy. Honestly, looking back at, like, N64 prices, PS1 prices, those things were freaking expensive for the time, bro. They were like $300 back then. $200 to $300 back then. Which is kind of wild.
The games were $60 back then, too.
Yeah, those are kind of crazy. I'm going to short this right now, guys. Small position. We're going to short it. See if we break down. We're going to set a risk level at 47s or so. 2 contracts. And we're just going to let this work and see if we can get a larger breakdown towards the lows. We're starting this really small, though. Yeah, that's about right, Shadow. Circle? I don't know, Circle got really hyped up. Let's pull it back a little bit, though, but it's still doing okay. It was at $50 basically in February. It's at 100 now, it's up 100%. Regarding Circle. I remember in 2005 area, cable modem was about 70 a month. I remember when we got a cable modem. Right, I was a little internet nerd, dude. I would make websites about Zelda and dumb stuff like that, bro. Pokemon and Zelda and shit. You know,
still good at those.
Huh? They might be out there somewhere. I have to find them. They're probably not. They took them down a long time ago. But I remember specifically when we got internet. My mom got it. My dad didn't. This was after they separated. And I remember my mom got DSL, which was not quite cable modem, but it was close. And I remember just being shocked at how fast the internet was versus previously.
Still had DSL till like 4 years ago.
Yeah, you did.
I mean, I live out in the middle of nowhere, though.
Yeah. Yeah, so AstraZeneca announced results from its phase 3 Serena trial showed their drug maintained its progressive free survival benefit. All right, so we're slightly green here. Very small trade. Very small trade. We had AOL. I remember AOL, but...
Yeah, I still hear that dial-up sound in my nightmares.
Yeah, dude, I remember it, bro. I'd be doing something on the internet, dude. Somebody picks up the phone. We got problems. Yeah. So IBM commits to over $10 billion to quantum computing over the next 5 years. So I'm very green in this. It looks, I don't want to say it's a catalyst, but it looks like something's pushing the market down. IBM did jump up a little bit on that news. I'm probably just gonna sit in this for a little while. Nokia. Hey John, thanks for the discount code. I'm having fun doing the eval right now. Hey, congrats, dude. Yeah, I appreciate you using it. Thank you, brother. HPE had earnings, Nor. So they had earnings yesterday. They used to make games. The basic. Oof. That sounds fun, though. I've said this before, but bro, I used to go to the store. I was watching a video yesterday about how much they used to hype up video games, and you had to, like, you spent so much on a video game, if you bought it, you had to pretend to like it just because you spent so much on it. And the boxes would exaggerate the game so much. Like, you had, like, 3 images you could look at on the back of the box to gauge how good the game was. And most of the time, they were incredibly misleading. And so you thought you were going to have this wild adventure in a video game, and really the game just freaking sucked, dude. You put that game in, they would, like, take a passing look. They would take a passing look at, like, a cut screen and make you think the game was way better than it was.
But see, that was the beauty of Blockbuster.
Yeah, Blockbuster, I'd rent it. Yeah.
Yeah, you pay $5 to find out a game sucks instead of, the whole price for the game.
Yeah, but all the good games were already got.
Most of the time, yeah. Like, sometimes I lucked out, but, like,
Yeah.
usually you'd have to wait, like, 3 weeks or a month before people stopped renting it.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're starting to push up here. A very flat price action, though, guys. We're not really doing too much. Is this the Angry Video Game Nerd channel? Yes. Yes, this is, actually. That's me right here. That's me.
I think if anyone's angry at video games, it's me.
It's definitely Brit, bro. As somebody that's played with video games with Brit for decades, Brit's the angry gamer.
Dude, I'm angry.
I can lose, and I kind of keep it inside. I'm just kind of like, am I happy? No. Brit gets real angry.
Dude, I rage. It depends on how stupid my loss feels or whatever,
Yeah.
But not usually I'm just angry. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Yeah, now I'm down on the trade, guys. I was green. Market's super flat. Luckily, it's very small size. Yeah. Fish and chip shop for hours. What the heck is that? He must be British. I don't even know what that is. But he must be British.
Fish and French fries.
I'm not a big vinegar fan, So, like, I don't think I would like fish and chips. I like fish and fries. But, like,
I feel like they'd be pretty good because I think they dip them in mayonnaise. Or maybe that's France. I don't know. But, I don't know. I mean, like, I could probably eat it. Also, you got to bear in mind their mayonnaise isn't like ours.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to travel to England and open up a peanut butter and jelly shop. See what happens.
Honestly, that'd probably work really well. I mean, they like pastries and stuff. Just sell them as a pastry,
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. What's up, Keo? I don't even know how to say your name, Keo. I don't know what that is. No offense. I appreciate you joining the stream, though. Thank you. Marvell is hugely important in the AI data center connectivity. Yeah, Marvell's up big, too. They're Marvell traders. It looks like I'm going to get stopped out here, probably. We'll give it some time, though. Anybody from England here? Where's the British people? Listen, my last name is London. My last name is London. So y'all are my people here, I represent you guys. But anybody from the country of England? The good news? I'm tired of winning. All right, now we're green. Or hold on, wait. There's a big candle here. Hold on. I'll take it, but I'm a Brit. What's up, guys? Yes, bruv. I'm going to take a little bit off here just because it's not really going in my favor. Brits remind me of hobbits. Looks like news just came out. I don't think that candle's big enough to necessarily be news.
Oh, look, I didn't see anything.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean there isn't anything, but...
Yeah, I see the point of control being up here, but the 200 exponential is also right there as well, and we held resistance there. We held support there previously, broke underneath it, and now it could be resistance. And so, I don't hate the trade. It's a small trade I can add to it if it starts to break down under the bottom side of the volume profile.
Buy that land in Scotland to become Lord London. You actually can buy like a square foot patch of land. Technically become a lord.
You just went really quiet, Britt.
Oh. Well, now.
That was better.
Okay. I don't know why it's doing that, but yeah, you actually can buy a square foot, like a patch of land, to technically be like a lord on paper.
Oh, I know. I've seen that. I think I'm gonna do that. I think my name fits that really well. Especially Britt knows my full name. Do not freaking tell her my full name. But my full name would really reinforce that. I think. You know. You'd think I'd come from like a millionaire family, but I don't. You know.
No, I mean maybe at some point. You know, like.
Yeah.
If my family ever had any money, it was a long time ago.
Yeah. What's a scam? John Skip.
Oh,
yeah, I'm probably gonna get out of this trade here. Just break. I made money on it, but like it's just chopping so much.
I think they're probably talking about like the buying a square foot of land thing is a scam.
Well, yeah, but you can call yourself. You can put it like I can put it up in my office. It might be worth it.
Yeah,
I
mean,
Lord
like
of the scam. Wellington.
I think he's gonna go build a house on it. Like it's just for the people.
Yeah, yeah. I would live in Scotland. Scotland looks dope, dude. I would live there.
Oh, it looks awesome.
Yeah, John Vanderbilt.
You know
what is my full name, guys? Do y'all know? Y'all never know.
You totally guessed it. John is one of the legendary Vanderbilts.
My full name's ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous. Girls always liked it for some reason. They're like, you know, but it's a ridiculous name. Ridiculous name. All right. So,
John Henry London III, the steel driving man.
Yeah. Yeah, we're still green on this trade. Black Mamba, you're awfully quiet, brother. You're awfully quiet, man. You were mad at me for taking the trade. You probably should have been mad. I don't think it was a good trade, even if I make money on it. I bet.
I got a lot of guesses here.
I know. Look at all these shit. Look at all these guesses. Jonathan Edward Buckingham. No. My last name's London, bro.
John Marvolo Riddle. No, he's not Voldemort. And John Baskerville London. And no, he's not a Sherlock Holmes character.
I should be. Yeah.
There's a Sherlock Holmes, an old one called Hounds of the Baskervilles.
Oh.
Like
Maddie just got done watching Young Sherlock. She said she's sad it's over. We started the Mozart show.
I haven't really looked at that. My dad tried to watch. He said it was kind of stupid.
It's all right. I like it so far. Carol's really into monarch history.
I mean,
I don't know if my last name has anything to do with that, but
totally does.
Maybe. All right, so we're green here, guys. We're green. We were up a whopping $20 right now. I don't know what to do here. I can trade larger to try to look cool, but John Humble. I mean, that's true.
And someone called you John Baggins.
When I was young, I kind of looked like Frodo. Kind of.
Yeah, well, you had the hair.
I had the hair for sure. Yeah, I had the curly hair.
Yeah, of course. So did the other guy.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm in this trade. I'm trying to get into some good stuff here, but yeah, it's kind of boring consolidation, really. It's not really the most fun. Bitcoin again under 70,000. Does Bitcoin bounce back over the next month, guys? What do you guys think? Yes or no? Does Bitcoin bounce back again? Bitcoin currently sitting right here. Look at it, 69,000. 200s.
I think it's gonna go to zero.
Do you really?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't know if it bounces back, but I don't think it's gonna go to zero.
Down the next month? Nah, down only.
Somebody.
John Octavius. No, too soon. No.
Yesterday predicted 50,000 or 55,000. I don't know if that's
Blaze
in the realm of possibility. But
yeah, where does it stop, guys? Where does it stop? Where does Bitcoin stop? Where's the bottom in Bitcoin? you pull it back a little bit too here. This is terrible, boring choppiness. Look, there's a little candle though, but look how big these candles are. We're back to the bottom of the range. If history repeats itself, we're just gonna bounce right here. I hope it doesn't though. I hope it keeps breaking down. Let's see. Yes, then down to 50s. 58,000 is the bottom. 10 to 15K. The bottom is 0. Bearish or bullish on Bitcoin? Okay, we can do one. I asked, is the memory sector extended right now? 63% say yes, 37% say no. We'll do another poll right now about Bitcoin. Let's do another poll. Bull or bear on Bitcoin?
It said, don't ever say that again. Go to 0. You're going to rage bait the chat.
I know. See, that's all I was like, are you serious? I was hoping you were going to be like, yeah. And then the chat was going to be like, Brit. Look at this drop.
Then I'm totally serious.
Engagement farming here. Should I go to jiu-jitsu today with this hurt hand? You know, this is what it feels like when it hurts when I fist my hand. Like fist, and I can feel it like right here. You know, what is that? Bitcoin is likely to keep pulling back until October 1st. I don't know if there is a catalyst. I've had numerous people ask me about Bitcoin's catalyst. I've had a bunch of people be like, yo, what's the catalyst on Bitcoin? Bitcoin really doesn't have a reason. Usually Bitcoin follows yields with gold, right? And the logic of that, just so you guys understand this, the logic of it is that when yielding assets like bonds pay less, meaning interest rates are down, people generally say, hey, bonds are paying less. Let's get out of bonds and buy, you know, Bitcoin or non-yielding assets like gold. Yields are down over the last week, but so is Bitcoin. So it's kind of a nonsensical move if we're looking at conventional movement patterns. But we'll see, guys. We'll see. Use a smartphone a lot? Kind of. But then don't do that, John.
What are you stealing stuff? I don't even know what I said. I'm glad it cracked you up, whatever it was, but...
Does AI know my YouTube channel? Interesting. The halving cycle? I don't know if I want to add to this now or not. I think I'm just going to sit in this. This might be the longest trade I've ever held. We got this really isolated low down here on the NASDAQ, right around 30.5K. And so I am looking at 30.5 right here. So I am looking at 30.5. We'll see if it holds, but I am looking there. All right, so we did a poll. Mostly bears in Bitcoin. I'm kind of surprised. I've run this channel for a long time. We've talked a lot about crypto. 70-30 bears in Bitcoin here. With all due respect, I think y'all are wrong. I think Bitcoin goes up long term.
Oh, I was just wait, is it a long term question? I thought it was just in general.
Well, it's generally, but I'm going long term. What's up, B Marsh? How you doing, bro? I guess I'll hold this break even now. I wanted to let it work on the downside, but we're so choppy in markets, we're not really doing anything here. You didn't say long term, bro. I didn't say anything. I assumed short term. You guys know what I'm gonna say. Short term. Short term. Who freaking knows? Everybody's mad I didn't say long term.
Well, you know what they say about assuming, John.
And change your votes, guys. Change your votes. Yeah.
Make it
now the market's starting to go back up. I don't think there's news. It doesn't look big enough for there to be news, and there is no news. Market expectations for a U.S.-Iran deal by the end of June have plunged from 75% to just 27%. Chance of Strait of Hormuz reopening is now only 22%. Call sheet traders give just 52% probability of normal shipping traffic before October 26th. Oh, no. All right, I'm going to get out of this. We probably broke even on the trade. What's oil doing? Is this catalyst driven? I don't think so. Oil's not really moving, so it's probably stock related of some sort. Let's see if there's a stock moving here. Is there not any pre-market catalyst for today? No, not really. To be mint short term because of all the geopolitical attention. Jolts report. Yeah, we have the jobs report today, but that's at 10 a.m. So that's after the bell. 4 years from now, Bitcoin probably $200,000 or more. Yeah, that's what I feel like as well, Eastside. Oh, dude, my stop just got freaking hit, bro. Oh my gosh. I don't know how many times I've done this.
You're messing it up, John.
I know, dude. I gotta remember to get rid of these stops. I wish it auto got rid of the stops, but yeah, Dell is crazy. Do you think they're next to join the $1 trillion club? If the trend continues, sure. But that's a big if. Gold is moving in sympathy. Yeah, oil moving up a little bit here. One of the weird dynamics we've seen is oil and the NASDAQ have been following each other to a certain extent. Like gold's moving up, oil's moving up. The NASDAQ's moving up short term. And we really just bounced here at the previous close. So we've seen a positive correlation with oil and the NASDAQ, which is very odd. Very odd. Especially over the last 2 months since March started. Okay, I see. Exit. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm using the wrong button. I'm used to Quant Tower. I used Quant Tower for a long time, but look at the NASDAQ still rip up here. We did get a volume spike as well. I don't see any news really. IBM is reiterating the plan to invest over $10 billion in the next 5 years regarding IBM. IBM's not up that much though. Nvidia's not pushing that much. MU's moving up, but not enough to really push too much. Google, Apple, Amazon. Amazon's up a little bit. AMD's moving up some. So Japanese Prime Minister is reportedly going to decide on the plan to lower the consumption tax on food products by the end of June, according to the Nikkei. I've never used Trade of 8. Yeah, I like Trade of 8. It's growing on me. I was a Quant Tower guy for a long time, but it's growing on me. Yeah, do me a favor, guys. Give me a follow at x.com @beginnertrades. Here's the link. Check it out. Great way to help support your boy here on the channel. Every day we post this beautiful breaking news summary detailing everything going on in markets right now, guys. So look at this. Look at this beautiful news source that we got here.
I love the news source.
We're going to do a giveaway today, but it's only going to be for my X followers. But look at this. Look at this beautiful market brief right here. Details everything going on in markets. Early in the morning, too. So if you like watching my streams, you know, go hit the like button. Want to hit the heart button? Give me a follow, guys. Do it now.
Yeah, join the Discord. Hit the like button. You know, we're at 185 likes. And we've got 1,000 people, over 1,000 people watching. So hit the like button, people.
Who needs candy when Walmart has corn on the cob? I like corn. You spelled beginner wrong? That hurts, man. Hey, shout out to Omar for the follow, brother. Thank you, dude. Yeah. Angelo, Shadow Slayer. See, I knew you guys loved me, man. I could see it. I could feel it. I could feel the love. You know, NDX Medina. YouTube has this thing now where it tries to translate some of the comments. And so it says the translation to what NDX says is long dongs. And so I'm assuming he said something else. I scroll over it. Apparently what he said is longy dongy. You know, longy dongy. Hey, shout out to all the follows. I was thinking it would be some better translation, but you know. Genius comment.
Hey, thanks for all the follows, everybody.
You're a great dude, man. I try to be a good person. I try. Am I always? No. But I appreciate it, Grant. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, dude.
Progress, not perfection, dude. You know?
Yeah. I try. I would say I'm the top 3 greatest dude ever.
I can get behind that.
You like what, John? What did I say?
Yeah, I don't.
Jiu-Jitsu trades Bruce. Alright, guys, we're at 30/50s. Yeah, I've been hitting this nicotine vape, dude. The problem is that, like, every time I drink, I go to concerts. Every time I go to concerts, I drink. Every time I drink, I want to smoke a cigarette. That's the problem. I quit like 5 years ago. But dude, it's hard. I get around those, like, sit up on the grass, bro. Everybody's smoking. They're having a good time. It's hard, dude. It's hard. You know?
It is. Mostly the beer, though.
No, it's definitely the beer for sure. But I'm trying. Big Bear makes you lots of money in the next 3 months.
Going to be the largest shit coin.
All right, guys. So we don't have any. Hey, thank you, Kill Off. Thank you for the follow, bro. Appreciate it. What are you saying over there, Britt? You're quiet, dude. I can barely hear you.
Oh, I was just laughing at a comment somebody made. I don't know why I keep getting quiet, dude. Like I'm not changing anything. The mic's close to me, but I was just laughing at something Kevin Thomas said. He said no one wants Bitcoin anymore. It's proven to be the largest shit coin.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, dude. I think every time it pulls back, people say this regarding Bitcoin, and then it ends up flying back up. You know, and then everybody's mad they didn't buy more, right? Like this has happened a lot. This has happened a lot with Bitcoin. So.
I mean, it would have to take a lot for me to afford it anyway, but, you know.
Yeah. Everybody's giving me health advice now. Y'all need to be here for a long time. What do you got to do if I'm not here, you know? John, I'm the same, bro. Yeah. Vaping is worse. You're probably right. Vaping is worse for a number of different reasons. Mainly, I would say the main reason it's worse is because you can do it inside, right? And so, you know, like a cigarette, you might sit outside for 10 minutes, you know, come back inside, not smoke another one for an hour or two. Vaping, you can just sit inside and hit it all day, which I don't necessarily, but...
That was the observation I made when they first started getting big. It's like you never know when you're done smoking.
Bad, John? Yeah. Oh, sorry, Brick, go ahead.
Oh no, I wasn't saying much. I was just saying like that's the thing about cigarettes. Like, yeah, they're bad for you, but you know when you're done. Like you don't just keep hitting it and hitting it and hitting it.
Yeah.
Silver's getting ready to make a huge leg up soon, probably before summer. I mean, that'd be cool.
Is that a mouse speaking somewhere, or was that Brit? I can't really tell. Is that a mouse?
I don't know. Is it?
There you go. That's definitely not a mouse.
Having
that's
a
guinea pig
right
there.
The mic for that.
Yeah, that's a guinea pig right there. You know.
Am I really that quiet?
You were for a second. Now you sound great. You sound great right now. All right, guys, here we go. So we'll see what the Nasdaq does. Here's 8:30. Again, we don't have any economic data at 8:30. We don't have any economic data at 8:30, but we do have the Jolts report at 10 o'clock today. Look at the Nasdaq move here. Again, we don't have any data here at 8:30, but look at this movement. Whoa, something just happened at 8:30, which is strange enough, dude. Unless I just missed some report here or something. I don't see anything. We don't have any data at 8:30 today. Nothing comes out at 8:30. We have Redbook later. We got Jolts later. Nothing comes out at 8:30. We had European CPI earlier, but look at the Nasdaq move. Maybe just algorithmic orders going through. Fed's Hammock is starting to speak. They said reasonable to keep interest rates steady for now, given uncertainties. Maybe it's Hammock's quotes. So, yeah, look at this movement here.
The ECB is preparing an insurance hike in June, but
Fed's Hammock says it's reasonable to keep rates steady now, given uncertainties. I'll put this up on the screen. See, I don't know what else is moving markets right here. Again, we do not have any data report going live at 8:30, guys. So we have no data going live at 8:30. Could be bots working, yeah, for sure. I don't see any Iran news. We'll cover it if it does, but I don't see anything right here. I see Hammock says Fed might have to take action soon if inflation doesn't slow down. So maybe that's what this is, but just kind of sitting here waiting on it. Thinking short. That's a big movement at 8:30 for no data here. And again, we don't have data. The Jolts report is at 10 o'clock today. It's not at 8:30. Hammock is speaking now, but should have held my short here, guys. I should have held. Is oil moving up simultaneously? Let me see. No, oil's not really. Oh, that's an hourly chart. Yeah, oil jumped up and the Nasdaq fell. So it seems to be maybe somewhat geopolitics related. The only thing I see geopolitics coming out right now is I see Hammock speaking. says job data indicates stability. Unemployment rate is near full employment levels. Economy faces a wider range of factors pushing inflation higher. Hammock expresses main concerns about increasing risk of long-lasting inflation pressures. Says the Fed might have to take action soon if inflation doesn't slow down, and says it makes sense to keep interest rates unchanged due to uncertainties. I see Iran's former supreme leader's funeral procession will likely be held towards the end of the current calendar month. So that's the only Iran thing that I see right now. But interesting. Maybe it's Hammock. Maybe it's just data reports going live at 8:30. I don't know. But it's definitely not a data release at 8:30. The only thing we have is Hammock speaking right now. Yeah, point of control is right here at 540s, right around the 200 EMA. Oil rising with NASDAQ dropping, not huge, but maybe something will happen behind the scenes. What makes no sense? Devo, hedge fund market manipulation. Yeah, it's probably algorithms. Markets are getting more and more influenced by algorithms. They've always been influenced, at least for the last 20 years. But now with the rise of AI tech and how easy it is to build algorithms in the market, they're taking off much more heavily. Yeah, we're starting to break down here. Oil is pushing up a little bit. Oil's at 91s right now. The oil pushed up simultaneously, but again, I don't see any news. Did I check truth here? Let me see truth. So,
Honestly, I didn't even think to check truth.
usually, though, if he posts something, like financial news outlets will repost it pretty quickly here.
He posted something about a
seal. Yeah, baby seal. Yeah. But I don't think that's moving anything. That was a minute ago. If it's market moving quote, usually they'll say something about it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, we're right at the POC right now, or close to it. So I don't really want to take a trade. Do you see a long position if hit 30.5K? I usually like to hold with the trend. And I think if we break down to 30.5, we're in a downward trend short term. Really, we're in this high volume area of the node here, so I am hesitant while we're here to take any positions. And we've had big ranges today. I think markets might just be waiting for... Markets could just be waiting for NFP data at the end of the week. Is what I think we could see. Like NFP data drops at the end of the week. Remember, Apex does have their sale going on, guys. And I genuinely appreciate it if you use my link. Great way to help support the channel. You can get a 5-pack bundle now on Apex. So a lot of great stuff. Use coupon code BGT. Help support your boy here on the channel if you like day trading futures. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to do it. Like, I've been thinking about doing an all-day stream where I stream, but the problem is I start so early, right? Like, we already start at 7:15 market time, so I'd have to stream until 4. That's a long-ass stream, dude. I thought about maybe just doing the Asian session in futures, but we'll figure it out. Let me know if you guys have any recommendations there, chat. Bitcoin about to hit 68K. Yeah, we're here at the point of control now. I can't really take a position here. We're too sideways. Asian sessions boring. Every time, hey, thank you, Charlie, my guy. Thank you, brother. Used your discount code for Tradeify. Please do Asian session. Honestly, dude, I've thought about doing it, right? But a lot of the time when I look at the Asian session, nothing's freaking going on, dude. Nothing's going on. It's boring. Like, I look at the Asian session, and the price action is like, you know, like, unless you're shorting tops, buying bottoms in the Asian session, I don't know. You know, if something big is going on to move markets, sure. But I don't think it would be everyone, is the problem. Asian session might pop off after new PDT rule. Boring is good. Macro open plus close. Yeah, maybe Lucas. 9 out of 10, nothing happens. 7 to 8 p.m. Why not start at 8:15 and run until noon? I think you keep your start time to 2 hours after the open. Yeah, that might be good. I'd have to mix jiu-jitsu though, and so it's like jiu-jitsu or stream longer. All right, guys. So we got up to the point of control again, and now we're starting to break down. We have such choppy price action right now. Such choppy price action. You know where the action is? The London session? Is it really? Hey, guys, oil just spiked up again, and the Nasdaq's starting to fall, but oil just ran. Look at oil spike here, guys. Hold on. Brit, you abandoned us, dude. I'm going to call you Brit the
I don't know what happened, dude. Just dropped.
You're the abandoner.
Picked right back up.
Yeah, you abandoned us, bro. I can't believe it.
You know you hung up on me. That's what happened. You're jealous.
Ain't your hand broken anyway? Not broken. Oil. Yeah, I was talking about going to jiu-jitsu today. Oil surging up a little bit. I don't see any news here either. SpaceX is negotiating to pay less than 0.75% fee to IPO banks. Banks are expected to earn 500 mil from SpaceX IPO. Why is oil spiking right now? Does anybody see anything that would make oil spike? Sources in the... Okay, hold on. I see this news that just dropped about a minute and a half ago. This is probably what it is. Sources in Babda told LBCI that the decision to issue a, quote, declaration of intent, end quote, at the conclusion of the negotiation round has not yet been finalized, and the Lebanese delegation is ready to discuss the draft declaration while the Israeli side has back. I don't know if they forgot to leave something at the end of it, but... Hey, Elias, my guy, thank you for the follow and the like. Appreciate all the follows here, guys. We got a bunch of follows on x.com. We appreciate it, you guys. Thanks.
Thanks so much, guys.
Yeah, but look at oil jump here. Nasdaq's kind of untradeable right now in the range it's currently in. Unless I'm going to buy bottom, sell the top. But Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin's at 69,000. Yeah, if I got any in-laws or anybody seeing me use this nicotine vape, I just want to put it out there and say, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Listen, I like the Dow, okay? I like the Dow. All right? You should forgive me because I like the Dow, guys. You know?
That ameliorates
right.
people that have a problem.
Yeah. Nasdaq's starting to jump up a little bit too here. Look at the Nasdaq wiggle up here some. Starting to move. A Dow lot. Yeah. Yeah, you guys know. I like the Dow, guys. That's what I'm saying. I like it. Me and the Dow, you know, we're like this. All right. All right, so look at this candle. We got a little bit of movement here. I'm tempted to buy it because we're kind of out of this higher volume area. But I still got to hold off, I think, a little bit. MicroStrategy analysis keeps neutral, stays on sidelines. Analyst Monez Crespi Hart reiterated a neutral rating on strategy with a $130 fair value estimate. The firm cited a recent $14.5 billion Bitcoin-related loss, shifting capital strategy and the company's move to sell Bitcoin opportunistically. We are getting a jump up here, though. Not a huge move, but we're jumping up a little bit. MTV Lebanon reports that the chance of MTV Lebanon reports that the chance of a ceasefire is high and communication with Hezbollah is direct.
Huh.
It can't be the same MTV. It can't.
That's why I laughed. I thought you were joking.
No. I have to look this up now. It can't be the same one. No, Mer Television is the MTV is just the abbreviation. It's Mer Television. It's a Lebanese television station.
Okay, I was gonna say if it is like the same MTV, you know they're playing music videos from like the 80s.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. George Michael's coming on. Yeah.
You know it.
Yeah, we're getting to the top of this range here. We're getting to the top.
Also, I'm gonna call you Johnny Dow.
Long or short. Kurt Loder. Yeah. Uh, oil prices surge. Global prices rising after the blockade Strait of Hormuz. John is the Taoist. I'm a Dow lover, guys. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Johnny Dow. I said it.
Yeah. Although we are jumping up a little bit. Is oil coming down? Yeah, oil's falling. Nasdaq's rising here. I don't think it's big enough to be really catalyst driven, but it's moving enough to be interesting. Yeah, David Hasselhoff. Hasselhoff. There's the lisp, guys. That's the lisp. It's coming out. Hasselhoff. You know. All right. Let's see if it holds. MU's still rising though. MU got up to 1050s earlier. Still coming back up some. Jobs report goes live at 10 o'clock, of course.
Sailor sold, smelled something bad coming. Dude, that sounds like a seashells down by the seashore type thing. Sailor sold, smelled something. Ugh.
Who?
Lotus Ponce is sailor sold, smelled something bad coming, and like the first part of it just sounded like a nursery rhyme, like the seashells. She sells seashells down by the seashore. That thing.
Say it 5 times fast right now, Britt.
Dude, I can't. I've tried it. I can't do it.
You're fired. You know.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to do with this price action here. I'll probably just wait for the. I mean, I will. If we get some good price action, I'll trade. And I know it's not the most exciting thing to do. Is the London Open really that entertaining? What time's the London Open? 2 a.m. Our time? That'd be 1 a.m. my time.
Dude, that'd be rough.
I have to pick one.
Stream from the London Open to the American market close.
I have to have a co-host. 3 a.m. Eastern. Okay, so that's 2 a.m. my time. That's still pushing it, bro. I would love to cover it. John London covering the London Open. Like, what better marketing do you need? You know, but I'd have to hire a Brit and pay them to cover the London Open, which I'm not necessarily against. Listen, if you're a Brit, if you're an English person, or if you're just a night owl and you want to cover the London Open, you know, get at me. I'm not against it. Hey, thank you for the sub, Amon Deep. Thank you, brother. Listen to me sell gold. It's a good price to sell now. You heard it here, folks. RKPA said it. London, bad food, worse weather. Bro, don't talk about my people like that. You know.
I have heard it can be a little dreary, but honestly, like there's still some kind of charm or allure there for me. Like it just seems like a cool place.
Yeah, it seems cool.
I think I like the history. You know.
You got Brit in the studio? Yeah.
I'm a Brit. Yeah, I'm not the right kind though. And also, let's be fair, guys. I couldn't lead an economic stream right now. I'm not experienced enough.
Yeah.
I appreciate the mention.
Yeah. I think Brit needs some time.
Yeah, I do. Like just being realistic.
Yeah, we got this little dip here. I'm tempted to buy it, but we're also still at the top of the range, and I just don't trust it. Long or short right here, guys? Let me know in chat. Long or short. Let me check our poll. 61% bears on Bitcoin still. It's kind of changing a little bit. We're talking long term for Bitcoin. 61% still bearish though.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Chris. I appreciate it. Sorry, yeah, how's the 5-pack work? I was going to mention that.
Yeah, so the 5-pack works with like this, right? So you see Apex here. You can buy 5 at a time now. Instead of having, like, a lot of people want a bunch of these accounts while they're on sale, you know? And so you can buy 5 at a time right now. Like, say you go with the cheapest one, it's $85, $17 each. So 17 a piece. $1,500 price target, $1,000 drawdown. You can use 4 minis or 40 micros, which is plenty of freaking size. Nobody needs larger size than that in this. And so yeah, if you want to go end of day drawdown, you can get 5 at $35 each for $175. So there's still a discount if you buy bulk. So you can get a discount buying bulk. And you can buy multiple at a time, so you don't have to kind of keep churning it away, keep buying and buying and buying, if that makes sense. And so I think that's very useful. If you want to check out Apex, again, they're an affiliate of mine. I'm biased. I get paid by them. I try to be honest with people about it. And if you want to help support your boy here in this channel, here's the link. Check it out. Great way to help support us. I appreciate the love, guys. Thanks so much. I'll pin it to the top of the chat. Coupon code BGT. NASDAQ hasn't moved more than 1% in a long time. I thought BET Poland reported that. Make it till you make it. London is currently being overrun, for those of you who do not know. Oh, well. We have London and Brit here. We do have London and Brit.
Hey, that's actually, I never thought of that one.
The British gang. The British gang. There's a no activation fee option bin. So there is a no activation fee option as well. No activation fee is $79 a pop for the 25K. Personally, I don't mind the activation fee in the funded account because I think most people are not going to pass it first try, right? And so I would rather pay the activation fee once I pass it because I know I'm getting a funded account versus, paying all of it. I think that just makes more sense. But everybody's different. I appreciate JL. Thank you for the sub, my friend. Thank you, brother. Poppin' Drops. I recently got unbanned from them, so I haven't gotten any accounts. Don't know if I will. What's up, Chef? What's up, dude?
Hey, man. What's going on?
There's no straight to funded on Apex. There's straight to funded on Lucid, right? Like, Lucid has great straight to funded. And I bought 2 of these. What you see me trading right now is actually a straight direct to funded on Lucid. Because on Lucid here, you can use... If you haven't used it yet, you can use 50% off twice, right? And I used it on 150K direct to funded. Gives me 150,000 in buying power, 5,000 max loss limit, so plenty of freaking room. And yeah, I use it on this. You can get this for $420 if you have not used your 50% off coupon yet. You can use it twice, so you can use it twice. Oh, 420%. I meant $420. Oops. So if you use the coupon code BGT, you can get this for $420 if you haven't used it yet, which is a great deal. Great deal. That's what I like using it on. If you want to check out Lucid, again, here's the link for Lucid. You saw gold falling now. I have seen gold go down. Everything's flat this morning, guys. Gold is dipping down some, but gold's really green on the day here. So gold, I'm looking at the VWAP. I might buy gold if it hits 45, 43. Scotty doesn't know. Don't tell Scotty. I can't tell if people are being serious. Any relation to Drake London? I gotta look this up. Oh, the wide receiver? I don't know. Yeah, we are pulling back on gold. I might buy it if it gets to the VWAP. What's the market? Market's probably waiting for NFP data. Chef, NFP data makes a lot of sense. It's probably waiting for NFP data, I'm assuming here. Yeah, I see Pawn saying the Asian session is more about gold. I was thinking about trading it. It would be from 8 o'clock market time to 9 o'clock market time if I did it. Maybe a little bit earlier. A little bit. Here's gold. Gold's still falling. We get to the VWAP at 45.40s. I might buy it. You can try to talk me out of it, chat. I might listen. I might not. Gold will go below 4,500. Yeah, 4,500 is way down here, though. And gold's very green on the day. So gold going under 4,500 will mean gold turns down and goes red on the day, which will probably mean yields are going up. Here's 4,500 though, and I do think 4,500 is like a relevant level to pay attention to. Obviously, a big whole dollar number. We got isolated support underneath it. Jolts is at 10. I think you can buy Lucid in Europe. It depends on where in Europe, but in some places in Europe, you can definitely buy it.
Jolts will move the market or not really?
It depends on what the number shows up as. You know, it's a job report. We've had good and bad numbers here, but I think gold could go below 4,500. Depends on what time frame we're looking at. Might have to trade gold. Oil, pretty flat. NASDAQ started to test. It's back to the point of control, but it's starting to wiggle some more here. Look at the NASDAQ. I don't know if this is news related. Let me see. SpaceX wants a fee cut from IPO bankers targeting 500 million. Goldman sees resilient U.S. economy despite cost pressures. Goldman reports strong Q1 earnings across S&P 500 firms with real revenues up 6.3% outside of energy. Companies showed little spending slowdown despite tensions overseas. AI-driven investment remains a key growth engine, though. Yeah, I gotta wait for us to get out of this high-volume node before I really take a trade. I'm still looking at gold. I don't necessarily have anything against buying gold if it gets down to 4,500s. But look at gold. Gold is starting to fall here, though. Look at gold dip.
Dang.
I don't see any news. I'm tempted to buy gold right here, though. Maybe 1 micro. I'll add a little bit more to it, down to like 44, maybe. Alright. Alright, we got a couple contracts here. I'm going to leave it here, though. This is a little sketchier now, but I'll give it some time. Gold's right at the VWAP, though. I just want to see if we bounce. I'm going to put a risk level at about 39 right here. Alright, so we did buy gold here.
Stop saying gold. Why?
Yeah, when I bought gold just now, you know, it looked really goldish, and so I decided to buy gold, you know. Redbook showed up at 9% just now. 9%. The Redbook did just show up, guys. 9% versus forecast, versus previous 9%.
Is NKE Nike?
NKE, yeah, it's Nike.
Okay,
I'm in Nike right now.
I was pretty sure, but like, you know, I didn't want to assume.
Yeah. My average price in Nike is 57. I don't really feel good about it. Yeah, let me put my P&L up here. We are in this. You can see my P&L right above me here. Yeah, I'm in gold.
Why are you buying gold if we're going down?
Well, it's a long-term pullback to the volume weighted average price.
Yeah.
Your SoFi is looking interesting. I don't know. I'm in at 23s. Your SoFi. I'm trying to be patient here and wait. Let's take one off here.
Dollar thinks we need the song. Apparently,
I don't know
that'll
if it's
get things
time for the
going.
song yet. I don't know yet. Only when big news comes out do we get the song. I'm in it with you, but not copying. Yeah, I mean, I'm green in it, but I just want to see if it moves back up here to like 445.52.
I mean, if you need big news, John, my toaster strudel is ready.
I love toaster strudels, bro. I can't eat them. You know?
I've never actually had one.
A toaster? You've never had a toaster strudel, bro?
No, dude.
I don't trust you, man. They're great. They're great.
I wouldn't trust me either.
Yeah. All right, so we're green here on this trade. I gotta let it sit though.
I know your favorite breakfast food, John. Cocoa Puffs.
Pancakes, dude, all day. Or a Waffle House waffle. Only if it's from Waffle House though.
Dude, I don't care what anybody says. They make the best waffle in the world.
I know, dude. I've been trying to tell Kara Waffle House is good. You know.
I can't believe she's never been there.
Yeah.
How can any self-respecting Southerner not have been to Waffle House?
I know Waffle House is great. Yeah, I mean, I could get out break even here on gold.
The toaster strudels made you. Go ahead. Sorry, John. I'm just laughing at one of the comments.
Jay, are you talking bad about Waffle House, dude?
How dare you?
I mean, I'm pretty offended by it.
Me too, especially once I found out about the secret menu.
If you go at 3 of them, you can catch a fight too. What fights?
At Waffle House.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely what he's talking about. Okay, yeah.
It's true, too.
Yeah. Oh, I've been there at 3 a.m.
I've been to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles does not have the best waffles on the planet. I'm sorry. I've been to like an iteration of Roscoe's or whatever. Been to Roscoe's. Not as good as Waffle House.
Yeah, so gold was breaking down a lot heavier here, but I want to see if it bounces at the VWAP, and we're kind of flat on this position right now. So I want to give it some time. Although we're wiggling a little bit here for gold. Look at this wiggle. Hold on. That's some good news happened with gold here. Push this thing up, dude. There we go. I'm gonna get out half here. It's taking too long. I'll leave one contract, then an add back if it goes in my favor. It's just so small. It's hard to trade this choppy range, but we're green on the trade now, which is good. Jolts is at 10 a.m. today, guys. Yeah, it's the 9 a.m. scrum. That's what it is.
What's with the jump up now?
It's 9 o'clock, so orders come through at 9 a.m. Eastern time. Like that's all this is.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, it's helping me in gold a little bit. Gold bounced right at the volume weighted average price, which was the trade. Best place. I don't hate it. We stopped right at my entry here, so I really don't hate this. Let me get rid of my little stop here. I can get out the rest break even now or figure it out, but hard to trade. 30 minutes. Green or red so far this morning? Went by myself on my birthday night at 4 a.m. You must have been hungry.
So Huddle House doesn't count. That's not Waffle House. I've been to both of them.
Cisco rolls out software to protect IT system from AI agents. Green, so far green. We're trying to push here. Philips receives FDA 510 clearance for Elevate Plus for Epic, Elite, and other stuff. Delivering AI advancements in general imaging, ultrasound. I feel like I'm going to get out of this. It's just too sideways. I feel like it could bounce, though. I'll give it a second more, but... It's just hard to trade the price action today, man. There's just not a lot going on. Okay, that's better. Alright, well, let me see. I'll leave it. We bounced right at the VWAP. It's such a small trade, though, here. Yeah, but I'm looking at a shorter time frame trade. RK. So this is much shorter. I'm basically just scalping the VWAP bounce here on gold with really small size because I don't trust the market right now.
What price would you buy? I mean, I'm not asking for advice specifically, but like, what would it have to get down to before you'd be interested in buying gold, like physical gold?
What's the time frame? I don't mind buying physical gold where it's at now. You got to understand when you buy it. Again, I'm not an investment professional, guys, but you got to understand when you buy it, it's a situation in which you have to be okay with holding long term despite like variance and volatility. Yeah. Fed's hammock is now speaking. They said, here's both positive and negative cases around tariffs. We have a giant trade deficit. We need substantial tariffs to correct that. Firms have been very resilient amid much change. Here's both positive and negative cases. Inflation from tariffs did not happen. Job market stable amid eager job creation. And Warsh is approaching the job with an open mind, asking lots of questions. So I see that going on. Remember, the Jolts report is at 10 a.m. today, guys. So we got the Jolts report at 10 a.m. live.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't know if you wanted to read it, though. So.
Yeah, all good. Yeah, I mean, we got a little gold scalp here, but it's so small, man. The VWAP, like, look, gold bounced right at the VWAP. That's what I'm saying. Like, long term, we could have different patterns play out. I heard somebody yelling at me to sell. But the problem is, like, look, short term, we get some pretty predictable price action at the volume weighted average price. Like, here's the VWAP. It's a pivot point, right? So traders look at it, and it's stationary regardless of which time frame we're looking at. So it could be on the 15-minute chart, it's still going to be at this price. It could be on the 30-minute chart, it's still going to be at this price. It could be on the 1-minute chart, it's still going to be at this price. So you can kind of see easy VWAP bounce here. Easy VWAP bounce. It's easy money. Now, long term, it might play out, but I'm going to go back to a point that I always talk about here, is that nobody freaking knows which way the market is going to go. Nobody knows if we're going to go up, down, or sideways. Somebody was yelling at me to sell gold here, you know, and I'm day trading this. I'm not long-term investing in this right now. I'm day trading it. And so nobody knows. The people who are usually the most definitive about which way we're going don't understand variance, right? Like I always go back to poker. Poker, we could have the best odds. We could have aces versus 2-3 offsuit. 2-3 offsuit is going to win a decent percentage of the time. Not a crazy large percentage, but it's going to win a decent percentage of the time. And so nothing's absolute. There's a lot of variance. You can do everything right and lose and do everything wrong and win. But regardless of it, it's why I don't pressure anybody to do anything. Because nobody knows. Nobody knows. A lot of people are looking at different time frames as well. So.
That makes sense.
Yeah. When in doubt, zoom out. Sure. When in doubt, zoom out. That's if you're holding long term. Short term, you want to have confirmation in multiple time frames, but you also don't want to get to a position in which you're looking at long term time frames to trade very short term trades, right? Like you want to look at the most recent price action if you're looking at short term, and you want to look at longer term price action if you're taking things long term. Short term, you can look at entries, and you want confirmation. The easiest bet is to look at both, right? And take medium-term trades. But everybody's different. People try different things. They trade different ways. So it's all good. Iran comments in 15 minutes. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, because I mean, look, traders watch the VWAP, and so one of the things that you'll see with the volume weighted average price, you'll see a lot of sideways chop, right? Then you'll see a big move, and then you'll see a pullback to the VWAP, and then sometimes you'll see a trend continuation. Doesn't mean we're gonna get it here, but we got the initial bounce right here. Very small, but we got the initial bounce. U.S. President is appointing Bill Polt as National Intelligence Director. He said Director of Federal Housing Finance Agency and Chairman of Fannie Mae Freddie Mac will serve as Acting Director of National Intelligence. He's appointing William J. Polt to serve as Acting Director. I like 1 hour time frame. What's your favorite time frame to trade on, guys? Let me know. What do you guys think? What's your favorite time frame?
What's yours?
I look at 5 minute a lot. I show the 1 minute on screen because it's the most recent price action, but I think 5 minute charts work a lot. It depends with how I trade. I look at 1 minute for sure. I look at confirmation in a longer time frame as well, but 1 minute, 1 second, 4 hour, 2 minute chart, NASDAQ, 1 to 5 minute, 5 and 15 minutes, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 5 seconds, 5 minutes, all of them. Yeah, that's probably the right answer, Max. 15 minute, 5 minute, 45 minute, 41 hour. Oil, news. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, oil's popping up here. We do have some news. Look at oil, could jump up to 92s. NASDAQ's falling down here. Guys, so some news just dropped. We do have news that just dropped here. Let's see what it is. All I see is the William Polt news.
Yeah. I haven't seen anything yet either.
Trump claims Polt manages a $10 trillion housing portfolio. An informed source says there is currently no exchange of messages with the U.S., according to FARS. So this is the news that just dropped. The fourth meeting between Israel and Lebanon representatives has begun in Washington, but an informed source says there's currently no exchange of messages with the U.S., according to FARS News. So I'm going to put this up on screen. I don't know if that's moving markets like this. I think we've heard reiterations of that coming from markets, but maybe that's what this is. It could be for sure. Yeah, so I'll put this news up on screen. Yeah, so look, I'll put this up on screen here, but NASDAQ's down for sure on this. This is the news right here. There's currently no exchange of messages, they say, with the U.S. It did drop markets and make oil spike up a little bit, but did we already know this, though? Like, wasn't this already well known? Again, the meetings between Lebanese and Israeli delegations in Washington are happening. But this is a pretty well-known thing going on right now, no? Look, oil. NASDAQ did end up dumping under 35s. VWAP on the NASDAQ is at 460s. Yeah, this is already known. Like, we already heard this over the last few days multiple different times. But again, an informed source, who knows who this freaking is. There's currently no exchange of messages between the U.S. And Iran, according to FARS News. Funny enough, man, this is interesting. Old news to mess up the bots, baby. Sell, sell, sell. It's a dump and pump. Yeah, what we've seen a lot over the last few days when news like this comes out is we've seen big drops and then complete retracements of it. I'm not saying that's what's going to go on here. I'm not saying that. But we've seen that a lot. We've seen that a lot. Trust me, bro. News source. Sounds like insider trading. Maybe it is. I'll say it for the last time. What's your view on gold and the alligator index indicator at a 3-minute time frame? Give me a second. I'll look at it. Try to see what this news is. Sources familiar with the matter. Who? Bro, I'm familiar with the matter. I can go out saying whatever. Source familiar with the matter said the exchange of messages between Iran and the U.S. for what is called a prelim memorandum of understanding between Tehran and Washington has been halted for at least a few days, according to Fars news agency Telegram. So, again, a source familiar with the matter said that the exchange of messages between the U.S. and Iran for what is being called a preliminary MOU between Tehran and Washington has been halted for at least a few days. This is the news.
Good morning, Faye.
Yeah, so this is the news. But again, we've heard back and forth of this. So this is the catalyst right here. But what do we have? 17 minutes into the open?
Yep.
I know a guy that knows a guy that says Bitcoin is going to zero. Yeah. So here's another reiteration of that news source here. Iran's Fars news agency citing sources say the exchange between the U.S. and Iran have stopped a few days ago. I swear news like this is just a way for the bots clearing to get a better position. I just want to say welcome to all the people that just jumped in my stream again because they saw market moving news. I just want to say you're welcome here. I just want to say you're welcome. I appreciate you guys. Y'all should stick around, you know. Use my coupon code BGT, help support the channel. But
you know, subscribe, go on the Discord, and hit the like button, engage in the chat. You know, the basic
don't be
stuff.
greedy. Yeah, don't be greedy. Is what basically.
I didn't say all of them necessarily. You know, just pick one or two.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, we get news like this, my viewership spikes. You love to see it. You love to see it. We're gonna keep growing, guys. You're gonna watch this channel keep growing. We're right here at 30.5K. What's oil doing? I'm guessing oil's down. Or oil's up, I mean. Almost 92s right now for oil. Scalp gold again. Gold is really where I bought it initially, but I don't, with the news coming out, it's kind of a harder thing to trade. You gotta short this, John? Not right now. I'd buy it if it gets to the VWAP though. Like, I'd buy it if it gets to the VWAP. Also, guys, give me a follow at x.com. At Beginner Trades. At Beginner Trades. We're going to be doing a giveaway today. We're going to do it in the chat, but x.com is going to be, you know, if you're not following me on x.com, you don't win. We pick somebody else. Hey, go Tigers. Yes, sir. That's right. Maybe you are the source and you gave the news for views. That would be a racket for sure if I was doing that, you know. A few months ago, you're at 800. Now you're maintaining 1,000. Yeah, it's all because all the news coming out, man. Iran's latest message to the U.S. Yeah. I'm going to bring this up again. Lurkers, show yourself. I'm trying to wake you guys up from the stream. You know, we got almost 1,100 people here watching. But I see the same names in chat here, guys. I mean, look. Oh, here's my X-Link. My bad, dude. Yeah.
Join you can't collect, and then there's no way to join.
There you go. Maybe that's my plan the whole time. Lurker, show yourself. I know we got some of you guys here that don't ever say anything. Y'all are just listening. I'm assuming some of you guys are driving. Some of you guys are working. I'm going to tell your boss right now if you don't show yourself and participate in the chat. I'm going to tell your boss right now.
I mean,
I know him personally.
We appreciate you slacking off to listen and everything, you know.
Yeah. I know him personally. Show yourselves. Where are the lurkers at?
Gold
Too humble.
$3,500. Dude, if gold hits $3,500, I'm on a bunch of it.
Oh, I'm buying gold too. I famously thought gold was a short at 2,000. Some at the gym. Who summoned me? I did. I did, dude. Missouri here. What's up, JP? Hey, thank you, Sarge. Thank you, brother. Oh, should I start the giveaway now? I probably should here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the good ones, Sarge. You know.
Yeah. Should probably start the giveaway now. All right, now you can enter exclamation point BGT. I might be a lurker. I know you are, Nick. That's okay. You're my favorite lurker, bro. My favorite lurker. Day Hustle, my guy. You are too. John, stop saying bad words. Shit, man, you got me, bro.
Bad words. Just gonna keep saying it over and over again. And take you very literally, whoever you are.
Yeah. Yeah, if you do exclamation point BGT, you gotta follow me on X though, dude. I'm telling you. You don't follow me on X, nothing. You get nothing. It said they. All right, look, Nasdaq getting up here. I wanted the VWAP though. I wanted the VWAP. What do we have? We have 13 minutes. X account name is at Beginner Trades. 12. Yeah, I'll pin my X account to. You can see it right here, bro. Actually, look, I'm like a weatherman. Look at this right here.
A long-time lurker, long-time truck driver, but hello from the Netherlands. Hello to the Netherlands. How you doing,
what's up,
bud?
dude? I'm sorry, John. I'm at the gym. I use you as my background music. I've got the voice of an angel. I understand. You know.
Yeah, nothing gets people, more pumped up for working out than hearing John talk.
Right. Sometimes I go to the gym and I play myself, like my old streams in the background, just to hear the voice.
John just recorded himself on a loop saying, "You can do it. You're the best. You're the greatest. Look how good you look." Yeah,
that's right. Positive reinforcement, man.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a lurker. What's up, guys? I appreciate you guys. The lurkers are cool. The commenters are my favorite, but the lurkers are cool.
Also, John, it makes you feel any better about your wrist. Somehow, hurt my ribs really bad.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I'm a fly on your wall. All right, guys. What's the play here? What do we have? 11 minutes until the open?
Yes, indeed.
You do have good energy. Helps me trade better. I got the best energy, brother. The best energy. Look at the NASDAQ rebounding. I told you guys what we normally have been doing from these news releases. What do we normally do? I've seen this over the last few days. We have some news that pushes us down. It immediately just gets bought back up and fills the gap. This has happened multiple times over the last few weeks.
Turn you off at open because I don't want to be influenced. Well, you're wrong for that. But, whatever.
How John wins friends and influences people, Top 3 most energetic. That's right. Faye, you know. Can't hear fast enough to follow non-Texans. I can't tell if you're saying I'm a Texan or I'm not one. I'm kind of a hybrid.
I mean, at this point, you pretty much split your time equally. Let's see.
Yeah. Not equally at all. I mean, I guess it is kind of equal now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Soft hands, hurt hands. You talk slow. I don't think I talk slow, bro. That can't be what they're saying.
You're trying to say John's a slow talker?
Are you calling me slow, bro? Nasdaq starting to head back up. We filled the entire gap from this news catalyst, which we could tell immediately it was nonsense, right? Like most people expect, that whatever it is not going to hold. Fed's Hammock is still speaking. He says inflation might need help from policy to reach 2%. So let's see what the opening bell brings us.
Beating down 3%.
What is?
Microsoft, according to Corey.
Well, it's pulling back some for sure today. Microsoft is. So is what, like Oracle? Nasdaq's back technically to green on the day here. The previous closing price in the Nasdaq, let me draw this out, is 522. So the previous closing price, the level at which it closed yesterday, is right here. So it's also the bottom area of that high volume node. But the Nasdaq's starting to just get eaten up here. What's driving this move? We can see Nvidia. No. Apple, no. MU and SanDisk, maybe a little bit. All right.
Be back in a second.
All right. Rumors is that the president will make a huge announcement during an interview at 3 o'clock Eastern. Insiders expect him to announce a final peace proposal. Pre-taped interviews. I'll have to check that. I'll stream that if it happens. But the NASDAQ is jumping up here. Wow. All right, how much time we got? We got 8 minutes, chat. 8 minutes. Bitcoin is now down. Hey, thank you for the subscribe, my friend. I appreciate it. Hey, thank you, brother. Appreciate the love, man. Thanks. Yeah, I don't see anything about the Trump 3 p.m. I'm at work. Don't tell my boss. Is your name Mart? I have a hard time saying that. Mart? Can I call you Kmart? Trump 3 p.m. Let's search this. Rumor president will make a huge announcement. Is this a crypto? It's a Web3 developer. Might as well be. Insiders expect him to announce a final deal. Trump is returning. Latest. I see the headline about Trump announcing something big at 3 o'clock today. Alright, so we're moving up. I don't use the alligator indicator. Somebody's asking me to look at the alligator indicator. I can look at a 4-hour chart though on gold. Hey, thank you for the subscribe, sheepdog, my friend. Thank you, brother. I'm gonna look at a 1-hour chart for gold. And I think what we see here is we see a big range but sideways price action in gold, at least since the last 2 or 3 weeks. So gold has been moving in a big range. I would say it's slightly downward trend though, for sure. You know, so I do think long term gold looks down. Looks like to be in a downward trend. We could put up a daily chart and have confirmation in that probably. But I think when you put up a daily chart and we're looking really long term, it's in a longer term upward trend, right? So the trend since April is in a downward trend for sure. And I think you can probably see that with this type of move. Like that's a downward trend, right? But we're too zoomed out to really see short-term movements for gold. I like gold long-term. I'm a bull in gold long-term. Short-term, I don't know what's going to happen to it. But 5-minute chart looks to be bullish as well on gold. But we'll see. I think longer-term, we're in a downward trend most likely. All right, guys. So I do see the NASDAQ still ripping up here. Look at the NQ. Still jumping up pretty significantly here. We got 5 minutes into the open. It's probably market on open data moving it. Again, if you want to participate in the giveaway, exclamation point BGT, guys. Exclamation point BGT. And you got to follow me on x.com @BeginnerTrades.
Do it now.
Do it right now, bro. Right now. Any news? The market on... we have Jolts job report at 10 a.m. So we do have Jolts at 10.
What's up, Tiny? How you doing?
Yeah. Jolts job at 10 a.m. Market's bullish, though, heading into the opening bell, although it's still kind of sideways if we really look at it in a big range. Still kind of sideways in a big range. Again, guys, give me some advice. I don't know whether I should start earlier on the stream if I should start later on the stream and stream all market day until like 4 p.m. or start covering the Asian session. Although the Asian session does look boring. People are telling me the London session. And again, with the last name London, I would love to cover the London session. It would be beautiful marketing. The problem is that it's at like 2 a.m. my time. So,
yeah, it's not ideal.
I mean, I could always get Brit to do it, you know?
I mean,
Brit's a night owl anyway. A night owl anyway, you know?
Yeah, I am.
You should do all day long. Yeah, but then I'd probably have to push back my start time a little bit, no? Like streaming from freaking 6 a.m. my time until 3 o'clock that's some time. Earlier than now is crazy. Yeah, I'm already the earliest, bro. Like, really, the reason we grew is because we covered stuff early. Like, we're the first person to start streaming about, like, market news early in the morning. Really. Stock market news, specifically. $10.30 to 3 is dead market. Yeah, you're probably right, Corey. I'm not necessarily opposed to that. Alright, guys. Hammock says optimistic AI will be used as a compliment to workers. Alright, guys, here we go. The opening bell is at a minute and a half. A minute and a half.
24-hour stream.
Yeah. I could do it. I'd have to leave the stream blank for a time, which I don't think is good. You know.
Yeah.
Subathon. Too early for my brain to wake up. Hey, what's up, Big Benny? And what? I don't know what that middle word is, Big Ben. Hella early? Yeah, for sure.
Mazatlan.
Alright, guys, so we got a pullback here. Opening bell is in 1 minute. You are perfect the way you are. Your current time is perfect. Well, I would keep it here, probably. Alright, it's probably time to play the song. No, how much time we got? We got 40 seconds. Now's the time. If I can find it. Did we skip the song today? Alright, guys, here's the opening bell. Good luck, team. Good luck. I can't even find the song right now, dude.
Good luck, everybody.
Alright, here we go. Here we go. Here's the opening bell right now. Right now. Alright, there's the opening bell. Let's watch the NASDAQ here. Oil. Gold is falling. NASDAQ's dipping at the opening bell as well here. Not a huge amount, but some. You can see the NASDAQ start to fall. SanDisk has pulled back pretty significantly at the opening bell. So has MU. So MU and SanDisk. Memory stocks pulling back at the open here. Okay, so we do have memory starting to fade a little bit at the opening bell now. Yeah. Look at the NASDAQ. NASDAQ at 30.5s. 30.5s. MU still falling down. 1033s right now for MU and the NASDAQ. Look at MU here. I can't really trade futures yet. But look at MU. MU just went red on the day right at the opening bell here, guys. So MU just went red. Still falling down here. Still falling down. So we're starting to see memory fade a little bit here at the open. Not a crazy move, but it did go red on the day. SanDisk is also pulling back here, although it's starting to rebound back up some. I gotta wait 4 minutes here. We're 1 minute into the open. I gotta wait 4 minutes. We're still trying.
Shame, because I already made $12.
Yeah, Britt's not gonna be here on stream tomorrow, guys. He's made too much. He's gonna be in Florida right now, you know, drinking margaritas. You know,
I'm retiring. You know,
right.
Dipping my toes in the sand.
You made it, Britt. You made it, dude. All right. AMD, guys, is moving up a little bit at the opening bell. Nvidia down some. NASDAQ down, but still pretty freaking flat. We do have the Jolts job openings report at 10 a.m. today, guys. At 10 a.m. Also, if you want to join the giveaway, exclamation point BGT. We'll get you in there. Exclamation point BGT. It is for A Lucid eval. Yeah, so a Lucid eval. Lucid Pro, 50K eval today. Join the giveaway. You got to follow me on x.com at Beginner Trades though. And subscribe. Am I in sub only mode yet? I don't think I am. You know what?
I don't think so.
You better sub now, guys. You better sub now. Follow you on Twitter. Not that I even use it. Happy Hour Ninja. Retirement already. You beat the game. Yeah, look. MU's still fading. Under 1030s. Technically red. You can see the previous closing price on MU at 1035s. Oil. There we go. Oil. Oil's jumping up some. Let me make sure there's no news. I think this is just opening bell price action, though. Hey, Desmond. Thanks for the follow, my friend. Giat. Whisker. Dennis. Amar. Armoth. Michael. Appreciate the love, guys. Thanks so much. Give me a follow. Oil futures up to $92 a barrel right now. You see oil here jumping. We were about 3.5 minutes into the day, about 3.5 minutes. Remember, Jolts is at 10 a.m. today, guys. So Jolts is at 10 o'clock today. If you want to know my Twitter handle to give me a follow, I'm gonna always call it Twitter, I think.
Yeah, me too.
NASDAQ is at the VWAP. Oh my gosh, the song came naturally here, guys, at the opening bell. I didn't even mean to do this. It's the song. It's here. It was meant to be. It was meant to be. NASDAQ falling here. Oil spiking. Nvidia's down a little bit on the day. Here's the NASDAQ here. We're right into the big support level around the VWAP, though, but I don't know here. Yeah, thank you, Omar. I appreciate it, brother. Hey, thank you, Reaper. Appreciate it, Desmond. Yeah, the song came on. That's it. I refuse. Is this a boycott? The V shape. We're right at the VWAP. I'm tempted to buy this right here, to be honest. Am I going to regret not buying it? Chat, should I buy this right here at the VWAP on the NASDAQ? Redeem yourself. Should I buy this right here on the NQ?
I don't know.
Michael Saylor crying. Yes. Buy it. Yes. Chat says yes. I think I'm going to short now. No, I'm just doing I'm tempted to buy it for sure. Oh, dude, I should have bought it, man. It's the VWAP pullback here, but there's a lot of bearish pressure showing up. Look at that pressure. Yeah, that's too much bearish pressure. I think I'm going to wait. Maybe if we get a reclaim, I'll buy it. Look at this drop. We're starting to push down, too. I do like that retracement. Let's see. Again, MU and SanDisk are still down, though, is the problem. Nvidia's kind of flat. Yeah, there's too much bear pressure showing up in markets right now. We're under the lows of the day now, or at least we were. Do it. I'm waiting right now. We're too close. Small caps rip it up. Remember, we do have the Jolts job opening report going live at 10 a.m. today, so we still got 25 minutes for that. Let me get a timer going here at the bottom of the screen. That's always laughing at my shortcomings. I should have bought it here, guys. Chat was right. I might actually buy this little retracement dip here real quick, right here. take a little bit more here and take some size. I'm trying to increase my size in this. All right, I got out half of that just because we were down. Can y'all not see this? Y'all can't. Hold on, let me fix this. We got a sideways range, but it does look bearish. All right, we're flat again. Here we go. I'm gonna take a little bit more off. I'm gonna leave it now, but. We'll add some more if we go green. We've gotten out mostly flat. We're down on the trade for sure. But I didn't like how it broke down that cleanly. It looks like it's going to keep testing this low. NVIDIA does look a little bit better though here. It does the liquidity grab and then rips up. There we go. Okay. I'll add to it if it goes deeper in my favor here. We've done good at protecting profits on the day though. If I win on this trade, y'all are made men, chat. If I lose, y'all have betrayed me. And women, you know.
You're so inclusive.
I know. Well, listen, you know, about 3% of my viewers are ladies, so I appreciate you guys. I do. You girls, I should say. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it right here. Just get out. Wait. I don't like that final breakdown. Yeah, it looks like I got out just in time. Are the ladies here in my chat here? Let me know. Show yourselves. I know we got Faye in there. We got Jay. We got Tiny. Yeah, Nasdaq's looking a little sketchy now. I'll pivot to a short if I need to, but we do have Jolts coming out in 20 minutes, so there's a chance that we might just big range but sideways chop ahead of it. Let me put this banner up.
Lady lurkers in the house.
Lady lurkers. That's their nicknames. They got their own names here.
Should have T-shirts made, you know.
Yeah. Hey, what's renewal man? I am. Hey, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Venus, shout out to you. Jay, that's right. I'm a girl too. What's up, Proxy? Hey, I appreciate you guys. You girls. I'm sorry, I say guys too much. It's all women here. Nasdaq break it down here, guys. Nasdaq break it down. We're down some on the day, but it's not a huge loss. That's not winnable back up. Short.
Be fair when you say. Never mind.
Matching jackets for the ladies. What is this, like Greece? What's the girls
Yeah,
in
dude.
Greece called? What are they called? I don't
can't
remember. No, I can't remember either. My chat is full of boomers, apparently. So boomers, what are the ladies in Greece called? Answer it. You know, we need to know. I can't remember. I said it before. I started watching Grease as a kid because I thought it was a motorcycle movie, and then
it wasn't.
it wasn't a motorcycle movie at all. Freaking Grease, man. You know, the guy stuff never came. You know. All right, so we're moving up. Didn't they have some type of tag or something?
It did, but I can't remember what it was.
The Pink Ladies is what they were.
Okay.
Yeah. See, now we're moving right back up here. Big range today, man. Y'all just be careful.
You started to watch it because you thought it was a motorcycle movie. What was your excuse for going to see it on Broadway?
You know, just brought me in, Brandon. Brought me in. NASDAQ coming back higher. I don't know what to do here.
Me either. I lost a bunch on like a big downswing, and then I gained some of it back. So
I'm up 20,000 on my long applied digital calls due to pure gambling. Was that a time to plug the Discord? Did I miss it?
Well, join the Discord.
Join the Discord. Pawn made great calls, I think. Somewhere in the Discord. Why do you have the poster on your wall then? The only poster I have on my wall... Look at this poster on my wall here. Y'all want to see this poster on my wall? Here, hold on.
I do.
Look at that. Two made men right there in chat. Two made men. NASDAQ's bouncing higher here. NASDAQ's bouncing higher. Look at these two great market participants right here. Steve, John.
I love that you're dressed like Archduke Ferdinand in that.
My favorite comment explains the wrist pain. Somebody said. All right, you made me laugh today, bro. You made me laugh. All right, I like it. I like it. That's the best comment of the day, I think, so far. Java, you win the internet, bro. All right, all right. All right, so we're bouncing back here. So we kind of faked out the longs on the downside like me, and now we're rebounding back up. 30.5 is right here. 30.5 is right here. Remember, we do have Jolts job openings coming out and going live at 10 a.m. today. NASDAQ gets started to jump. I'm not shorting 30.5 right now, I think. I gotta let the market form a little bit more direction before I take some trades. We're starting to get some strength here. Part of this is due to NVIDIA testing highs of the day up to 227s. Strategy is down 6.6% to over a 1 month low. Here's another level I have at 522s right here. Look at that level. Still in a downward trend, but not an easy downward trend. It's not a clean one. I could buy 500 dip right here, though. I'm going to take one. I'm going to take one micro contract right here. And then see if we get a move back over 500s. And then we'll add to it if we start to get up around this area. But very small, very small. I gotta take a little baby trade just to figure out what I want to do. I want to go long after that last push. But I don't want to take too big a size and just get stopped out early. So I'm going to take one. Let it push up and then add to it. Yeah, NVIDIA just ripped over highs here, so that's one of the reasons we're pushing NVIDIA up to 228s, almost 229s. All right, so we got a nice little entry here. Here's the 200 EMA, though. The problem is that might bump us back down. I'd love to see a rip up past it into this high volume area and then go back up a little bit more, but we'll give it a little time. My goal right now is to build up a cushion on the day. The last few days... Alright. Now we're going to add more to this now. Ooh, I don't like that fill.
It's about to start running down. Well, it looks like it's about to run down.
Yeah, see, I didn't like the fill, but it's... We're still okay, but... There we go. Yep. Man, NVIDIA's still ripping 229s right now for NVIDIA. Is what's driving this. Added more to it. I'm just trying to let this get past the 200 EMA a little bit. Just trying. There we go. Take a little bit off here. If this rips, we'll hold it close to break even. There we go. All right, I'm gonna get out here. Like I said, I'm trading small, guys. I gotta build up a cushion, so y'all can watch me do this. We also have Jolts coming out, so I'm building up a cushion here on the day, but. Trading with you is boring and risky. Trading alone is boring and risky. Trading with you is fun and less risky. Is it less risky? Might be less risky. Might be more risky. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, seems to work out for me most of the time.
Yeah.
And I definitely don't know what I'm doing, so.
Yeah, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 green candles in a row now. Jolts report's coming live in 10 minutes. NVIDIA is partially to blame for this run. Look at NVIDIA. Back up to the 930 or 230 basically. So this is NVIDIA. And remember, we do have Jolts at 10 a.m. So Jolts job openings report at 10 a.m. It's in about 10 minutes. Trading is a lot more entertaining while hanging out here. I appreciate the quick updates when news pops. Pew, are you using 2 different accounts, bro? Are you Woot? Pew? Because I saw him say something earlier and it had double. Like it was 2 people that said the same thing.
And then it just happened again? Is the point you're making, I'm assuming?
Yeah. Let me check the stats here real quick. Hold on. I gotta check the receipts. This is a conspiracy if I've ever seen one.
Wood or Mass? I'm assuming that's Massachusetts. Pretty sure I've heard of that town.
I assumed it was German. I pictured him like a guy drinking beer with a German accent, listening to techno. You know.
Let us know if either of us is right.
Which one's correct, guys? Which one's right? 230 up here for NVIDIA. NVIDIA did just crack 230. Nasdaq still running up. Joe's job report in 9 minutes. Did they both dance to the haha song? Oh, dude, it's definitely the same guy. Techno listening, beer drinking. It's right. See, I knew it, bro. German, no.
Ah.
Dutch. That's close enough, dude. I mean,
That's basically Massachusetts,
yeah.
Obviously, I'm kidding, but there is a town in Massachusetts called like Wooter or something like that. I'm pretty sure.
All right, guys. Jolt's job opening report goes live in 7.5 minutes. 7.5 minutes. Let's see what we get. But the Jolts report goes live soon. 7.5 minutes. The Dow. People keep yelling at me to look at the Dow. The Dow just cratered back down here. The Dow is less tech heavy though, so I mean, Nvidia running is going to boost the Nasdaq more than the Dow.
Do we think it's going to keep running, or do we think it's going to chop sideways now, or drop? What do you guys think?
I don't know. MU's starting to pop back up too. Should have held. Eesh. My long thesis was right on the first one too. I just got barely faked out of that one. But look at this bull run. This is Nvidia, chat. This is Nvidia. Don't get it twisted. SpaceX is reportedly preparing to incorporate a $2 billion UK retail sale via intermediaries, including Hargreaves. Look at the strength here, guys, ahead of Jolts. Jolts goes live in 10 minutes here. Hit the live button next to the play button, or less than 10 minutes, about 6 minutes now. Hit the live button next to the play button, put it in 2x speeds. It's expected at 6.86 million. So that is basically what it showed up as last time. Now, if we get in super high or super low over expected, that's where it's really going to move markets for Jolts. This is a 10 a.m. report. The 10 a.m. report. It goes live at 10 a.m. We're up to 575s right now. 575s. We are doing a giveaway too here. Hit exclamation point BGT if you'd like to participate in the giveaway. You're going to win a 25k or what, a 50k pro account. Well, Lucy, this will give you. Eval.
You gotta
follow me on X. You gotta follow me on X.com. If you're not following me on X.com, you get nothing. Here, we pick somebody else. Hey, my guy. He said high probability Japanese yen drops to danger zone in Japan's Ministry of Finance tonight. Are you streaming the Asia session? I could. You guys want me to stream the Asian session tonight? What time should I start? Let me know. I'll consider it. But I appreciate the donation, my friend. Thank you, brother. Again, if you want to be in the giveaway, you got to do exclamation point BGT in this chat, and also follow me on X at Beginner Trades. We got a little dip here. Go ahead, Britt.
No, it wasn't important.
Okay, we got a little dip here heading into it, though. Market's on fire, though, and Nasdaq's popping back up. Where's the all-time high on the Nasdaq? We are at 693s. We're almost back up to 600s. Yes? But yeah, I appreciate the donation, my friend. Asia is usually slow and choppy. Hey, what's up, Combat Vet? All right, guys, 4 minutes. 4 minutes until we get Jolts. 4 minutes. I kind of want to buy this dip. We're just so close to Jolts here, though, man. It looks like a really nice dip, but we're so close to Jolts. Nah, we're back in the high volume area. We could chop, though. I mean, might regret not buying it right here. The Jolts report skewing it for me. Already took a few good scalps. Should have bought it. I should have bought it. 3 minutes. Yield dropping means Japanese yields go up, which means the carry trade dynamic would mean some people are selling off. Man, I should have bought that freaking dip, bro. Ugh. I knew it. I knew it. Yeah, it's hard to trade with data coming out, though. Should have done it here. We have 3 minutes left, chat. 3 minutes.
Yeah, I went the wrong way on that. Shorted and lost a little bit of money.
What are you saying, Jolts? Job openings? Sounds like you're going to taste us. They said I had a lisp earlier, Yellow. And so no comment. No comment. I'm saying the Jolts job report. Jolts. Jolts.
Sounds like an energy drink to me.
Yeah, what it stands for, specifically, it stands for Job Openings and Labor Turnover Survey.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so again, right where I wanted to buy it, I should have bought it. Beautiful dip buy here. We have 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. I should have done it. That's all right. Hit the live button next to the play button. Put it in 2x speed. We just cracked the high of the day level again here heading into it, though. Now, if this number comes in bad, it could turn us the other way. Although, maybe markets want lower yields. Markets could want lower yields. Here we go. A minute and a half left. Use my coupon code BGT on Lucid. Go direct to funded. Tradeify, you got really cheap direct to funded as well. NASDAQ just is not stopping ahead of the Jolts report. Again, it's expected today at 6.86 million. 6.86 million. So here we go. Still pushing up over highs. Up to 30.6 thousand. Here we go, guys. We got less than a minute now. Less than a minute. Higher or lower Jolts numbers here. And remember, this is higher or lower Jolts. Means a couple different things. Specifically, it means higher Jolts is business expansion, stronger jobs. Job openings, people think are like quits. They're not. Quits show up on this report as well. But higher is stronger for jobs. It's essentially hirings, if that makes sense. But we get layovers in this as well. So let's get ready. But here we go. 20 seconds, 20 seconds. NASDAQ still pumping up at 30.6 thousand right now, 30.6K. Jolts reported 20 seconds, 20 seconds. Here we go. 10 seconds. NASDAQ still not stopping at 605s right now. This is partly due to NVIDIA and MU, but here we go. Here's the report. 3, 2, 1. And here's the report right now. Okay, guys, so the NASDAQ pulled back 7.61 million, way higher than expected. 7.61 million, way higher than expected, way stronger for jobs. Look at that candle, 7.61 million versus roughly 6.8 expected here. All right, here's the data on screen. I will put this on screen right now. Quits showed up lower than expected. Hirings were higher than expected, is what this report showed. Again, quits lower than expected. Hirings higher than expected. Here is the actual jobs report right now. So we put it up on screen. This is the Jolts report right here. You can see it right here. Again, higher than expected, stronger than expected. And maybe markets don't want this because they want lower yields, and stronger jobs means higher, higher yields potentially here. Let's take a look at yields now that I'm talking about this. Let's look at 2-year first. But markets went all the way back down to 525s on this report. This is much higher than expected. 7.8 or 7.618 million here. Yeah, yields just jumped on the Jolts report too. Look at yields. This is what we would expect from this. Again, higher yields means stronger jobs, means potentially more inflation and less reason to cut interest rates. So look at yield jump. The NASDAQ fell and then got bought all the way back up here. And so I don't know what markets might not know what they want in this situation, but this is a good jobs report. Yeah, stronger jobs, lower quits. Again, I'll put quits up in the chat right now so you can look at it. But stronger jobs, lower quits, and that's what happens. Yeah, so stronger jobs, lower quits. Is this a buy scenario here? Buy or sell right now in chat? What do you guys think? Buy or sell? I don't know. But much stronger than expected Jolts report here. Much stronger than expected. Lower quits. Again, I put quits up in the chat right now. But, oh wait, here's quits right here, sorry. Quits showed up again for Jolts today at 2.977 million. 2.977 million. There's quits right here in chat. I'll put them up on screen as well. Jobs came in much stronger than expected. There we go. Look, you can see quits right here. Quits were lower and job strength was stronger. I kind of want to buy this, although it might make yields nervous. And yields spiked up on this report, as they should, because it's stronger economics. Stronger economics generally are going to make people more cautious with interest rate cuts because of inflation worries. But the Nasdaq's now pulling back some here. Let's see what we want to do. Yeah, we can get a deeper look at this, but yeah, so now we're kind of pulling back here. I gotta wait some, but so in April, for establishments with 1 to 9 employees, hires and separation rate showed little change. The number of job openings for March was revised up by 21,000 to 6.9 million, stronger than expected. The number of hires was revised down to 19,000, though, from 5 to 5.5 million. Interesting. Yeah, stronger jobs report. It was really a good jobs report. I might buy this dip now, though. Here. See if we add to it if we go back green. Yeah. Okay. Alright. See if we add a little bit more into this. I like I get a little bit higher up here, but it did make yields jump up, which might make markets nervous and price in more rate hike potential this year. But there we go. Another pop up here. Yes, sir. I'll leave it, though. Yeah, super hot print. Yeah, significant upside surprise. All right, there we go. Take one off here. Slowly scale out of this along the way. Hires came in lower than expected. Quits at 3 million. Or no, hires came in higher than expected versus 419. Man, I'm trying to scalp these moves and build up a small cushion on the day, but man, the Nasdaq's not really stopping here. We're at highs of the day, though. I'm gonna cut it right here and get out. I gotta trade small right now, guys, because I'm slowly building up cushion. So we're back to flat on the day now, which is good. We're right at the highs, though. Maybe we keep pushing higher here. What do you guys think? What timing? Does this mean no rate cuts? It definitely pushes yields up just because, like, the jobs. Like, look, here's 2-year yields, right? The Jolts report showed up basically right here. You know, so Jolts report showed up. It definitely pushes yields up. And the reason for this is because this is stronger labor, right? If labor market's stronger, you have less of a need to cut rates. You cut interest rates if labor's weak, right? So if labor's strong, you have less justification to do it, is what this is. So I think that's what we're seeing now. What's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin down to under 69,000 here. And this is bad. Bitcoin wants easy. Right, so Bitcoin's probably not going to like this report very much either. Although, who knows? If you haven't already, guys, join our giveaway. Put exclamation point BGT in chat. Here, I'll put it up. Yeah. Yeah, do it now. Exclamation point BGT will join the giveaway. I'm going to pin this message to the top of the chat here. We need to raise rates. Should not wait too long. Depends on how long this conflict lasts. NASDAQ just broke over 620s here. 620s. Yeah, so if you haven't already joined the giveaway, do it now. How's your trading coming in there, Britt?
I'm green on the day. I'm not really making much, but I'm not losing any money.
Yeah, you're doing better than me. I'm basically flat, but I'm down like $4 right now.
Not bad. I mean, that's easily recoverable.
No, it's fine. I'm okay with it. I've accepted it.
Nope. You should wallow in your shame, John.
I know, dude. Listen, I'm gonna try to win it back real quick, dude. I don't like buying up here though. It's a little bit too strong. We get a dip down to like 590s. Maybe I'll buy that. Buy or sell up here. You guys like this strength and want to buy it more or what? They get Jolts stronger than expected, 7.68 million. Quits lower. Brett's the top 3 trader now. Definitely top 3.
Yeah, I don't really know what to do here, to be honest with you. I mean, like, not a lot of volume right here, but...
Yeah, it's slow. Oh, I mean, volume's up. I mean, the volume
Oh, I mean-
profile is... We're in the lighter range of
That's what I mean.
yesterday's. But yeah. But... I mean, maybe we could... I mean, we're trending better now, but... Seems a little greedy for me to buy up here. It looks bullish. The question is always to buy it. Thou shalt not revenge trade. Buying the F out of it. We love the dips, especially nacho dips. It's taco day. There's a dad joke in there somewhere. Somewhere there's a dad joke. Gaming with Boromir?
Boromir was definitely better than Faramir, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. I never like to trade at the highest. Yeah, I don't like it up here. It's too high. I gotta wait. Bailey says policymakers facing growth. There was the list, but came out. Dude, I heard it. It's really that I'm just talking too quickly. Policymakers facing growth inflation trade-off. This is the Bank of England Governor Bailey. Gen Z tilts left as trust in establishment erodes. Young Americans are increasingly sympathetic to socialist ideas, with surveys showing strong support for socialism, even some openness to communism.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean,
Not gonna
no comment, dude. I'm not gonna get into that today. I never like to trade at the highest. Cisco calls going through the roof. Yeah, Nvidia pulled back here, but MU starting to get, like, take its place in strength.
Johnny.
Feel like this is a repeat of April. Look, I'm gonna tell you guys this though. Like, I've had people argue about communism and socialism and all this different stuff. If you're trading stocks, you're a capitalist. I hate to break it to you, but if you're trading public companies, you're a capitalist. You might not want to be one, but you are. No, Jolts is a BLS report. All right, we're at 600s now. If you're trading future stocks, if you're trading public markets, you know. All right, like, give me 590s and maybe I'll buy it, but we've kind of pushed up a little bit too much from that point as well. I like 590s right here, but I don't know, man. Still straight just showing up. Do you think Bitcoin is about to reverse up based on the heat map? Bitcoin looks scary right now, though. Again, remember to check out Lucid as well. Apex also got a crazy sale going on right now. You can buy bulk 5 accounts. You get a little bit cheaper accounts as well. So, check out Apex, guys. Apex, look, just to put this up here. Man, NASDAQ breaking over highs again at 630s here, chat. 630s.
Hold Nike forever, buy more, as a matter of fact.
Wait, what? Hold Nike forever, buy more. I like Nike.
Yeah.
I'm in Nike at 57s. I'm not doing good at Nike. But I believe the shoe market has too much. There's too much economics around shoes for it to stay. I think Nike's the king, and there's too much economics built around shoes for it not to rebound. Again, maybe I'm wrong. I could obviously be wrong. Nasdaq's still ripping up 630s. Maybe I should have bought 590s. We didn't quite get down there. We got to 596. But man, maybe I should have bought this.
You don't think there's a shoe bubble, John?
Not necessarily anymore. I think maybe, but I think, yeah, not necessarily anymore.
I just thought the idea was funny, honestly. A shoe bubble.
Yeah. Well, honestly, there's definitely been real shoe bubbles for sure. It's.
Oh no, I know. It's just kind of comical to me.
Yeah. Man, where's this gonna stop, dude? Where's this gonna stop? I don't know. Still pushing up. We're at 645s right now. Look at the strength today, man. Where's all-time highs? 693s. All right, so at this point, at a certain point, a pullback becomes juicy because we're getting close to all-time highs. 693 all-time highs is right here in the Nasdaq. So the Nasdaq is about to break all-time highs. Probably. It's not a certainty, but we get a pullback to like 600s, I'll buy. It's going to be small, and I'll add to it if it goes up in my favor, but we're getting really close, really close. Yeah, MU's ripping up to 1070s highs of the day. It's at 1068 right now, but 1070s. Again, guys, to participate in the giveaway, exclamation point BGT. Do it now. Here, let me put this up on screen so people can see it.
And follow us on X.
Yeah, you got to follow me on X. That's right.
There can be only one, unless you don't follow. Then there's another one.
Right, then somebody else gets picked and you lose it. I'll put this big up on screen. There we go. Give me 600s. This is too greedy to buy. There's not enough meat on the move here. I could buy 625s or 615s, but it could be a bear trap as well, though, or a bull trap. But 635s, dude, I'm gonna be pissed if this keeps breaking higher here.
I'm not.
I mean, we're back to break even on the day. There's 625s. I'll buy it. And then I'm going to add a little bit more down to like 615s if it drops. We're going to start small, though. 1 micro and leave it very, very easy. I just think it might rip up before it hits that as well. Just because we're so close to all-time highs, the mania of getting close to all-time highs can be like a magnetic thing. So we're going to take it a little bit. If we lose, it's not the end of the world, but we can add to it if it goes up to 700s. I think also the closer we get to 31,000, the more pull we're going to have as well. But like I said, I'll add down to 615s. We have a cushion enough to do it. So close to all-time highs. So small on the day still, too. Still waiting here, still waiting. Bitcoin did bounce back a little bit, though. Alright. Last two I'm going to add here. I wanted 600, so I probably should have waited for it. I was just worried I was going to miss it, so maybe a little bit of FOMO stepping in here, but I want to see if 600 props us up. I know if I lose here, it's Britt's fault for sure.
Don't blame me, dude. I'm losing too. I'm trying to sit in the trade, but I'm down like $90 right now.
That's small.
I know, but not for me.
Yeah.
Not when I'm trying to pass an eval.
Well, I'm a degenerate with evals, bro. Go flat. Let's see if we go green. There we go. Hey, nice toxic.
All I need now is for like news of an Iran deal to drop. Then I'll just make a ton of money.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I would love that. Bring it on, guys. Bring it on. Bulls like it. Okay. We're green. There we go. Took a little bit off here. I mean, we were very green for a little while. We'll hold the last little bit here. Give me all-time highs. Man, we're so close. I feel like the Bulls are in control right now.
Trying to concentrate. I'm just incredibly hungry.
There we go. Take a little bit more off here. I gotta build a cushion first on the day. If you're wondering why I'm still trading small, we'll add back now. Yeah, just to explain the giveaway, you win a 25K Lucid account. You pass that test. They're going to give you an eval and test your skill. It's 100% free if you win. And if you pass that test, they fund you $25,000 with a 90% split. They allow 10-to-1 micro scaling and more. You can start taking payouts, and Lucid processes payouts quick. Here's the push towards highs that I wanted here. I wanted 600. I got in a little bit early, but greed is good in this scenario here.
Just took $20 and got out.
Yeah. So Lucid's my favorite prop firm probably, but I like most of them. Exclamation point BGT will enter you in the giveaway though. Scaredy cat? I don't know. I gotta build up a cushion first. And so, like, I need a cushion first before I start taking larger size. Now I can buy plenty Bitcoin for my future. Yeah, Bitcoin's down to 68,000. Bitcoin's a dumpster fire right now, man. Scary. Look at Bitcoin right here.
So just hypothetically, what happens if like Bitcoin does crash? How does that affect everything else?
I mean, it might cause fear and other stuff. We might have what's called sympathy movement in other markets that Bitcoin correlates with. But, I mean, nothing really happens. Bitcoin holders lose a bunch of money, you know?
Yeah. Well, it seems
maybe
pretty
it could start a... What?
I said it just seems pretty isolated. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, I mean, it depends.
Well, I was asking you, but I was also asking the chat, like, just what their thoughts were on it. You know,
it can spark fear for sure. Everything breaking down. Bro, stop promoting prop firms. Dude, prop firms, okay, if they don't use a prop firm, what are they going to do? They're going to deposit thousands in their personal account and probably lose that. So which one's cheaper in the end?
Also, almost nobody has that kind of disposable income.
Right, like it's like people that criticize prop firms are usually just mad they lose money day trading altogether. Their real problem is day trading. And listen, most day traders lose money. That's an obvious truth. But you can make money doing it. And when you're learning, especially, like I lost $5,000 in a couple weeks day trading. You know, this is before prop firms were really a thing. And so you got to ask the question, which one's better? I would say prop firms are better to learn on. It's kind of a good middle ground of pressure. You still have some risk, but it's not the extent of risk it would funding a personal account. All right, I'm going to cut this here and get out very nicely green. Not quite the profit I want, though. I might take 565s if we get down there again. But
Jono says 4-year cycle on Bitcoin, 1 down, 3 up.
yeah.
I've seen him talk about it before. I don't really know much about the cycle thing though with Bitcoin.
All right, so we're starting to dip down. Yeah, Bitcoin now under. Bitcoin's exactly at 68K. Look at Bitcoin right here. Exactly at 68s.
Uh-oh.
What?
Oh, just, Bitcoin running down. Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. A Lebanese source said the Lebanese delegation wants to halt Israel strikes in the south amid ongoing assaults. Yeah, I mean, most traders lose, bro. Bitcoin wants QE. Yeah, Bitcoin wants quantitative easing, which is where the Fed creates online money and uses that to buy up bonds. It's basically money printing. They do this whenever the economy and jobs situation is in a much worse spot. And so the reason Bitcoin's dropping right now, at least, is that markets are here. We might get 65s or 75s. Markets are pricing in less need for cuts because of stronger Jolts report. Jolts report came in very strong, and so I'm gonna go with 75 right here. It's a little early, but I think sometimes we get a big rebound bounce at these $quarter numbers. Small size though.
Someone
We'll
needs
add
to lose to win. Yeah, I think that's just Darwinism.
add a little piece here. We jump up some now. I'll take 4. Take a little bit larger risk. Ooh, that's a pop. What is this pop from? You see that? This news? No. I don't know what just happened.
Can't be that far behind you. I don't see a pop.
Oh, it's a retracement candle is what it is.
Oh.
It was like as soon as I jumped in, but
Let's say I know my internet's not as good as yours, but geez.
no, I don't. It doesn't look news. News is usually larger than this. Did oil fall simultaneously? Nah. There's a 200 exponential bounce though. I'm worried this is not gonna hold here. I'm gonna cut some of this and then add back to it just for risk management purposes. I've been trying to build up a big enough cushion to take some larger risk, but here's the 200 exponential right here. I don't like that we're back in this high volume area though. It is right around the 200 EMA. Rubio said there's a prospect that Iran has agreed to negotiate aspects of their nuclear program that previously they refused to mention in discussions. He said we are in talks with Iran. So Rubio's speaking. That's what this is. Ugh. Add a little bit more here. That seems like good news, though. Rubio says there's a prospect that Iran has agreed to negotiate aspects of their nuclear program that they previously refused to mention in discussions.
Yeah, you wouldn't think it would go down.
Oh, it's short term.
I know, but still. Kind of just an odd initial reaction.
Yeah, oil jumped up a little bit too simultaneously, so kind of countered what I thought. But we're in the high volume area of the volume profile here, but let's see.
I mean, we also might have reached a point where people are just ignoring that kind of news because it's, you know, we've been hearing that kind of stuff for a while now.
Yeah, and I built up a cushion so I could take larger risks here. But market's indecisive right now.
Rubio has a lisp.
Does he?
No, I don't know. I think they're just.
I know.
Just yeah,
They're messing with me. Yeah.
You didn't know.
Hello. Okay. I love you. Well, feed me green here. It seemed like good news. Maybe we're gonna get a delayed response. There we go. Come on. Come on. There we go. All right. Gotta take a little bit larger size now that we're in the green. I thought maybe we were just kind of delayed responsing up here. I'll let this sit though and wait. We're so close to all-time highs. I would assume the bullish be rejected at that EMA. All right. Yep. Take a little bit more off here. Add back if it goes up more. I see it, tidy. Oil breaking down now too on Rubio's comments. Bitcoin now under 68K, 67.8 for Bitcoin now.
Pretty rapid decline.
Yeah, oil's dumping now too right now on something. Probably Rubio's words. Maybe I got the news a little bit early.
Iran deal could happen today, tomorrow, or next week.
Rubio said that?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, guys, like I said, I'm gonna give it maybe like 5 or 10 more minutes. And we'll see what we get. Ugh. For the giveaway, I mean, exclamation point BGT will enter it for you, but we're still pushing up here. We've made a few hundred from this trade.
You can't collect your prize.
Yeah. I need a larger push up though towards highs though. The plan is to add more as we get up here. All right, we just added a little bit more. We got 2 contracts now. I just want to see if the green continues back up. Brought it back up to potentially all-time highs today. There we go. Yep. Took a little off here. We'll add back on a pullback, probably. I'm going to cut it right here. Maybe we could bounce right here at 75s again. Maybe I should have held. We made it hundreds from that trade, but I don't know. If we could push up to 600 and then like get up to like maybe 605 and then pull back to 75 or 80s again, I'll buy it again. Bailey's still speaking. You're talking about a stock, Blue? As long as it's not a penny stock, bro, or some super high yielding dividend. Those are usually falling down. All right, so like I said, 600's right here. Yeah, this is some news that we got earlier. I don't know if this is really what's moving markets, but it's something. All right, like I said, 605s is what I was looking at. We went up there. If we pull back now to like 675, I'll maybe take another one, but see if I get the chance.
You mean 575?
Yeah, 575. American Greed? Yeah, I feel like that.
You said 675. I was like, man, I'm way behind.
Yeah, we're went up to 605s, and now we're starting to pull back down. Like I said, 675, 685s is where I'm looking at. I'd prefer 675, and I think I'm going to wait for it. But it's going to be a decent position now. 695s. '90s here, '80s. I'm gonna get it one here. I don't want to risk the run up to all-time highs. All-time highs are right here. I might miss it. I'll add down to 75s here and then use a risk level at like 525. Reward target up there at highs of the day, about a 1-to-1 ratio. Might not get a chance to add any more. I'd like to add more though. Okay, there's 85s. I didn't quite get it, but I don't think I'm gonna get a chance to add on the downside. Look at that push. All right, guys, we got 5 minutes until the Lucid giveaway happens here. 5 minutes. I don't know where to put this on screen. Yeah, there's the pop. I didn't really get a freaking chance to add to it. I'm a little mad about it, but that's all right. Again, exclamation point BGT will enter you into the giveaway. You gotta follow me on X though. There's the timer right here. We're up really nicely on this one little micro contract that could, though, which is nice, but I'd like to add more here. If I add on a pullback, though. All right, we're in 3 now. There we go. Yep. Big pop. Not a big pop, but a pop nonetheless. It's taking too long to hit these levels. Bulls are stepping in though. Sideways rangy now. U.S. Secretary says the U.S. needs to avoid potential markets. They want to eliminate Russia oil sanction waivers. We're so close to highs. I think buyers and sellers are kind of at a indecisive spot.
Struggling back and forth, basically.
Yeah. Well, we get buys stepping in right around 600s is what's going on. Short term.
Yeah.
Markets are getting priced into all-time high move, but if those if those longs start to get squeezed out, then it's bad, you know, and then we could go back down some. So
yeah,
I'm gonna start to cover break even on if we start to get under 600s like we have. Yeah, I'll check it out. Blue. Okay, nice first last. Yeah, the range just got really small. Discord link is right here, bro. Join our Discord. Check it out. Yeah, so I looked down for a second. I'm going to cut it here. I looked down for a second at exactly what I said. Like, once we break under that 600 level, it could squeeze the bulls out. We made money, but it's been a harder time building up a cushion today. It went down to 75 where I originally wanted. Maybe I should have just waited for that. Nvidia's starting to fade under the VWAP 200 exponential as well. So Bitcoin's still fading here. Look at Bitcoin fall. We're green on the day, but it's small. We've been able to build up a cushion, but when we go to take larger size, we don't follow through enough. Like, the way you use it on these prop firms, guys, is very simple. You build up a cushion first. Once you have a cushion, that's when you take larger risks, especially with Lucid with EOD drawdowns. Intraday, it doesn't follow you up with like an intraday drawdown would, right? So you can build up a cushion and then take larger risk and be safer, you know, have the larger chance to build up bigger, you know, profits, if that makes sense, right? So that's what we're trying to do today, but so far it's been slow. MU and Nvidia are what's slowing. MU's technically red on the day again. Nvidia went all the way up to 432s. It's back down to 227s. So, all right, guys. Exclamation point BGT will enter you into the giveaway. I'm going to give maybe a minute left. So if you haven't hit exclamation point BGT, you want to take part of it. It's a completely, it doesn't cost anything. You just got to enter stuff in chat. You got to follow me on x.com too. But exclamation,
you know.
Yeah, it's all free. But exclamation point BGT will enter you in there if you haven't yet. And we're going to give you guys 1 minute. So I'm going to give you guys until 10:44. 10:44 market time. You don't have to enter it more than once. If you've entered it once, you're in there. All right, guys, 50 seconds. 50 seconds. If you've entered it already, you're in there already.
Oh, okay. I see the Texas pattern. That's cool.
Are you talking about the bottom half of Texas?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it too. Okay. Yeah. Check ES. I see a crazy wick to 7,000. I think that's you, bro. Unless I'm just missing some action on the S&P here. Yeah, it's just you, dude. All right, guys, we got about 10 seconds left. Exclamation point BGT. 5 seconds. I missed my long, bro. I wanted 7.5s. All right, guys, you guys ready for the giveaway? Last minute stragglers. Exclamation point BGT will get you in there if you haven't done it yet.
Hurry and follow on X too.
Yep.
I've said a lot. I mean, I'm sure everybody is going to has, but still, just a friendly reminder.
Yeah. There's also a duck race option too. I've seen the duck race before. All right, so S&P up there. Nasdaq still pushing. See, I wanted all-time highs too. I thought we would break it. 690s all-time highs. All right, you guys ready?
You know it.
All right. Again, you got to give me a follow. I'm going to put this out there before I do it, guys. If you are not following me on x.com, you can't win. All right. Like if I check my x.com and you're not like, yo, I follow you, here's my name, I'm going to pick somebody else, dude. I'm going to pick somebody else. So I'm going to give you guys one chance to follow here. One chance. Here it is. I'll put it up in the chat one more time. There it is right there. So I don't want you to win and then cry that you're not, you don't win because you're not following me on X.
I didn't win, dude.
We have to have rules, guys. We have to have rules.
I do not have an X account. Sorry.
Yeah, Secretary Rubio said there is the prospect before us that for the first time, certainly in my memory, they have agreed to negotiate aspects of their nuclear program that just a year ago, they were refusing to even mention, much less enter into discussions about, end quote, Rubio. Yeah, so. What if we don't have X? Top 0.5% of your viewers on YouTube but can't win? You gotta believe, bro. You gotta be like, who's the soccer guy with the TV show? Ted Lasso. You gotta be like Ted Lasso.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys.
You can achieve it, you know?
Yeah. All right, here we go. Giveaways now. Again, I'm gonna say if you win, and I'm like, what's your X handle, and you're not there, you lose. Yeah, you gotta believe, bro. You gotta believe. All right, we're getting a little pullback. All right, y'all ready? And the winner is the Daily Melange. The Daily Melange. Show yourself. Respond with your X handle. The Daily Melange, you win. If we don't see you here in the next few minutes, we'll pick somebody else. I'm just going to leave the screen up just in case. They're in here. Daily Melange. You've done it. There you are. All right, are you follow me on X Daily? Let me see. Where are you at? I'm here. What's your X handle?
Your X handle, like a modern day trucker.
Yeah. What's your Twitter handle? I like saying Twitter better. X seems like your mind's in the gutter. Like ridiculous, you know. X. I don't want to tell somebody my X page, you know. They're gonna be like, "What's John doing over there?"
It's also just much easier to say it like I tweeted than to say like, what do you say for an X? I X'd.
Yeah. So Daily, what's your Twitter name? Show yourself on Twitter.
Maybe he's going to make one real quick.
No comment? Right. I get no comment, bro. I'm like, where's your X handle? We were very clear. Very clear.
Like, oh no, I didn't think I was going to win. Let me hurry up and make an account.
Look, somebody cue the Jeopardy music here. You know?
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're here, guys. We're here. We're still waiting on the Daily Melange to send us their X handle. If I don't get one, I got to pick somebody else. I'm sorry. I got to do it. I was very clear about the rules. We have to have rules. How much time should I give him? You know it takes longer than that to start an X page, bro.
Yeah.
The clock is in. I'm gonna give him what?
I don't know. It's been a couple minutes now, maybe 2-3 more minutes.
Yeah, I'll give you 2 minutes. Oh, I think I just got it.
Oh.
I got a random follow just now. You know?
Later, Blaze.
Suspicious.
Have a good one.
All right, we'll give him 4 minutes. I need a timer. A timer's better than a clock. Hold on. I'll give you 3.5 minutes. Actually, I'll give you 4. You said 4. We'll give you 4 minutes and 15 seconds.
I love
Clock
how much
is
you're
ticking.
vacillating back and forth on the timer. Like 3.
I'm indecisive, bro.
4:15. No, back to 4.
Yeah, but he's got to follow me on Twitter.
I know.
I'm talking to Pew or whoever it was.
Oh.
Is that your other account, Pew? How many accounts you got, bro?
14.
Who did Pew? Who commented at the same time as Pew and also danced the song? I gotta see it. Hold on.
It was somebody. I know that.
Encyclopedia of the chat. Where you at? Figure it out. All right, we have 3 minutes. Hey, later, Blaze. Have a good day, brother. Brian, what's up, dude? Am I saying it wrong? Are there any successful stories of people winning? I mean, I don't know. I don't know who wins. I don't know what they get.
Hey, John, does anybody...
Chat, are you still here? Hello, chat. Hey, later, Sam. Have a good day, brother. NASDAQ is basically quiet up here around all-time highs. I feel like I'm going to shut the stream down and then it's going to break all-time highs today.
Probably.
The timer is for Melange to talk to me somewhere, you know. Okay. Okay, so somebody just messaged me saying they won. Melange, confirm it's you. Okay. But do they follow me? Okay, now they do. They follow me late, but that's okay. Maybe they followed me the whole time. I don't know. I think they're here.
Sliding into the DMs, like pretending to be him.
It says the account was created in June of 2012. So, and they follow me. And I didn't get a notification that they just followed me either. So I think they've been following me, which is good. I appreciate it. All right, so they're here. What a message them. NASDAQ getting up there, man. I should have held my long position. Long or short, chat? Are you guys long or short right now? I just create an account and follow you, see? That was my plan this whole time, guys. I knew it.
Thanks, Sir Jimmy.
I asked people are they bull or bear on Bitcoin. 56% said bear on our poll today.
I went bear on it.
Long. Long, short. Yes, way outperforming last few minutes. Yeah, the S&P's been moving. The NASDAQ's getting up there, though. So the NASDAQ really is getting close. Okay. Twitter verified. It's them. They've done it. They win. Sorry, guys. I know a lot of you guys are like, hey, maybe I'll get to win now. Sorry. Verification is here.
You can still win next time. Just remember to follow on X and join
follow on X.
All the good stuff.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, do it now.
Never say never. There's always tomorrow and a whole bunch of other platitudes. You guys can do it too. You can win.
Yeah. Bitcoin futures. I'm still tempted to long this right here. But let me cut out of here, guys. All right, it's all love. Love to you guys. Y'all have a great day.
What about me, John?
Again, if you didn't win the giveaway, if you did win the giveaway, check out Lucid here, guys. Lucid has some great options. Some great options on Lucid. Again, Lucid, if you haven't used it yet on Lucid right now, this is what I like. Okay. Lucid, end of day drawdowns on everything, which means that you can build a buffer on the day and then have larger room. All right. They give 50% off for 2 times in a row if you haven't used it yet. You can use it on direct to funded accounts. So I got this one for $420, $150,000 direct to funded account, 5,000 max loss limit, end of day drawdown type, and more. So it's really useful. You get 50% off twice, and then after that, I think it goes to 40% off if you use the coupon code BGT at checkout. The same one you signed up to the giveaway with, that's the one you can use. But yeah, check it out. Great way to help support your boy here. We also have Apex with some pretty good bulk sales going on. So Apex has a bulk sale going on where you could buy 5 contracts at a time on Apex. We had people wanting me to stream the Asian session tonight. Should I? Guys, should I? But here's Apex right here. Apex, you can buy bulk now. They have also end-of-day trailing drawdowns now. You can buy bulk. The cheapest one right here, you can get $17 each account. So if you want like a cheap one that you can buy in bulk and have multiple different evals that you could potentially pass for very cheap, $85 for 5 of these, $17 each. Use coupon code BGT. We'll get you the drawdown. We'll get you the discount. You can do the end of day trail. It's $175 for 5. So it's still very cheap, all things considered.
Absolutely.
And yeah, appreciate the follow, Keith, my guy. Thank you, brother.
And guys, play again next time. You know, you too can win. And also, Matt Bailey, I checked out that restaurant you were talking about earlier, and it looks delicious. So,
yeah. Y'all have a great day.
Later, guys. Have a good one. Thanks for tuning in.
See you guys. Have a great day.